Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Solano College Sports Network. We have a good one on tap for you tonight, as we have two heavyweights going at it. As the Vanden Vikings are coming into Tom Sullivan Stadium to take on the Vacaville Bulldogs. I'm Robert Murray. I'll be doing play-by-play duties for you today. Alongside me, doing color commentary, Mason Flores and Domingo Danes. And Domingo, I'll start with you. The Vikings are coming off a bye week, and how can they lock back in tonight?
Yeah, this Vikings team, they're coming into this game 4-1 with their last win coming against Rodriguez, which was their first league game, which means that they went to their bye week with a win, getting ready to prepare for the biggest game in the Mel, which is against this Bulldogs team. And it's going to be a very good game, as this defense has always been highly praised, which is a testament to coaching and players like number 6, Caleb Jones, to the senior, with an interception in each of his last 3 games, and also his receiving ability on the offensive side with 298 receiving yards and also 3 touchdowns. That puts him as the second leader for this team. And, you know, he's receiving this ball from junior quarterback number 7, Xavier Zambrano, with 2 touchdowns in their last game against Rodriguez. And he also has 800 passing yards on the season. So we'll see if they can pick up where they left off coming off this bye week for the biggest game in the Mel, Robert.
Yeah, bye weeks can usually slow momentum. We'll see if they can keep it going into tonight. But, Mason, I'm going to go with you. We got the Vacaville Bulldogs. They're coming off a dominating victory over Rodriguez, as they were mentioned by Dom from these Vanden Vikings, but Vacaville, they had their way with them.
Yeah, I mean, this rushing attack from the Bulldogs offense is just really what was the real threat for the Rodriguez Mustangs defense. And they won 42-25, and they ran for 259 yards and 4 touchdowns. That's just an unstoppable rushing attack. And this Mustangs defense just couldn't contain their offense whatsoever. Number 8, Brendan Jackson, was able to execute a very difficult offense, a lot of motion, a lot of trickeration, and a lot of trick plays, really. That's really what we saw, a lot of those. We saw a lot of end arounds, a lot of movement, a lot of RPOs. And on the defensive side, Vacaville lets the opposing offense play with a little more space, and you tackle in space. They made amazing tackles, and they had 5 TFLs, tackles for loss, and 2 interceptions. That's going to be a huge opponent to this game.
Yeah, we'll see if Vacaville can continue their success this season. But we're going to head over to our reporters with some more inside information on these two teams.
Thank you, Robert. These two teams have gone back and forth in their last 3 meetings. And the player that I am excited to see tonight for Vanden is number 23, Josiah Chavez, who's in his senior year playing running back and quarterback. After having multiple setbacks during his freshman and sophomore year, this year he's on top of his game as he leads Vanden in both rushing yards with 236 and in touchdowns with 6 in total. And just this March, he received his first Division I offer from the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. And according to what he said in Vacaville, the reporter, that offer was very special. And in his past 2 seasons, he just kept putting in work, getting stronger, and everything was working out. So hopefully after the game we can hear from him, as there's going to be an exciting matchup between the Vikings and the Bulldogs. Now on to you, Kaylee.
Thank you, Josh. I'm Kaylee Bartlett here with your field report, and tonight we're taking a closer look at the Vacaville Bulldogs, starting off with one of their star players, Dylan Borgeson, who's a senior running back and made quite the spark this season, along with his teammate Connor Owen Gray, who has scored over 7 touchdowns. Now, Vacaville High is on a winning streak, claiming El Cerrado, the Pioneers, Rodriguez Mustangs. Let's see if tonight they could keep up that winning streak under the lights.
Thank you, Kaylee. As we head into tonight's matchup, both teams enter the game in excellent health. Neither side is carrying any injuries, which means both coaches have their full roster available. These two teams are locked and loaded for tonight's game, and the winning team gains tracks to the Mel Championship. Back to you, Robert.
All right, thank you, Josh, Kaylee, and Maxime for those reports. And we're going to take a quick break just before the national anthem to hear from our sponsor, James Thomas Media, your one-stop shop for all your video production needs. National anthem just concluded here at Tom Zunino Stadium, or known as the house that Z built. And we do have a pretty great matchup. Male conference is pretty much on the line, I think, in this matchup.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we can't count out SAC yet, but, I mean, we talked about it really in a preview last week when Rodriguez was getting blown out by this Vaca High team. And we knew how dangerous this Vaca High team was because their culture since the 1960s, really, it has been run the ball, and they've stuck to it, and their culture has been established for a long time. And Vanden, they're kind of newer onto the spotlight, but they've been dominating for about 5 years maybe, and, I mean, they're a state champion twice in the last 3 years. So I expect big things in this matchup. I mean, like you said, this is one of the more important matchups of the MEL this year, and I'm expected to see a lot of offense.
Yeah, and both of these teams very highly competitive. I mean, pretty sure that Vacaville, they're used to running this MEL league, but Vanden found a way last year. And same thing that happened with Rodriguez. Rodriguez beat Vanden, so it was like there was a kind of a fluke or a change of scenery in that last season. But now they're trying to get it back. As you see, they're pointing at everybody on that Vacaville kick return team, excuse me.
And
and the kicker for the Vikings is Anthony Clater-Hunkin. He'll do the kickoff duties here tonight, and back to receive for the Bulldogs is Jake Williams and Devin Bishop.
And this is one of the harder places to play in the MEL.
We are underway here on the Solano College Sports Network. It will be Bishop. He'll field it at the 5, has some space up the middle, takes on a defender at the 20, and he'll get stopped at the 23.
Yeah, this Vanden team, they came to play. They came to play. The fans came to play. We got a little bit of a taste of it in the JV game, but, these cheerleaders are here. This is a whole entire environment. They don't care if this is an away game. They're going to make it a home game, and they're going to make this game good. I promise you that.
Yeah, well, when Vanden just has to make the drive across Vacaville, which isn't that big by any margin, it's pretty easy to get your fans to travel, especially when you're this competitive 4-1 early on.
Definitely.
Yeah, Vanden just plays fast. I mean, I feel like they've always had the best athletes in the conference forever. I mean, they just had the athletes because they come from everywhere. It's a very military-built school, and they get kids from all across the country, really. And they're just a very fast athletic team, tall team. Same with their basketball team as well, always. And I think we will expect a lot of athleticism tonight. A lot of athletic plays. Their D-lines are always fast. A lot of safety movement, too.
We always see Dylan Borjan in the backfield, usually on that first try, but it goes to Connor Owens. And he has a gain of, we'll call it 3 on the play.
And that's really what it's going to come down to is how are you going to be able to contain this rushing attack? We saw Vacaville against the Mustangs last week just absolutely dominate the trenches. And Rodriguez, they just didn't look as enthusiastic as this Vaca High Bulldogs team in the trenches. And the trenches is where you will win this game in both sides.
Well, and I also think Brendan Jackson, the starting quarterback for Vacaville, is going to have to play out of his mind tonight.
Yeah, definitely, because this Vanden defense, they're very versatile. Like I said earlier, that they're very praised for their defensive efforts.
Yep.
No one in the backfield but Jackson. He takes the snap, is looking right. It's a screen, and it's intercepted by Vanden and rumbling all the way down inside the 10, the 5, and he is in! Touchdown, Vikings!
Oh, my goodness. Big, thick 6. It is a thick 6 with 2 C's. Oh, my goodness. What an interception. That is a big man. Jaden Dickens, the sophomore. Oh, my goodness, the heaviest man on the field.
Yeah.
Pick 6 first play, second play.
Oh. And, we've seen this exact same thing when Vacaville played Rodriguez last week, where they had a fumble on the first play of the game and it got returned for 6. So, but one thing about this Vanden team is that we know that they're very energetic. And, the Mustangs tried to do that, but unfortunately they couldn't do that. And this Vanden team, they're coming out hot. I just seen things.
And the extra point attempt is blocked.
Like I said, I seen a bunch of confetti getting popped off, and that was the first play of the game. all of us was like shaking in our boots because that's just amazing. And not only that, let's talk about the second effort by the big man. Not only was he was the first contact was about the 15, maybe that's
right around the 20-yard line, I believe.
20-yard line. And he was rumbling and grumbling, and he was ready because he was hungry for that touchdown.
Well,
and he got it.
You know what they say, when big men get their chance to run with the football, they'll take it and run with it
They
for sure.
do not waste it. And shout out to his teammates, too. They carried him.
They pushed him in,
They carried him into the end zone. That is a big man to carry. It took all other 10 guys to do it.
I mean, 15 seconds into the game last week, we had a fumble 6, and now we got a pick 6. These Bulldogs, sure, it's a rough start sometimes for them.
Yeah, but, I mean, we will just see the difference between how Vanden handles that and the coaching, really, and how to get your guys back on track. As in Rodriguez couldn't get back on track after they scored that touchdown. They just let up a long, sustained drive from Vacaville last week and could not capitalize off of that turnover. So let's see how Vanden does it. And I expect they will capitalize on the momentum.
Score is now 6-0, 10:55, and Hunkin slipped on the kickoff and is fielded at the 48-yard line. Just multiple slippage.
Yeah, that's weird. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen that. 2 guys slipping on the same play like that.
But I'd like to point out the pink right now is it is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, so you'll see a lot of these athletes and these cheerleaders wearing pink supporting that here today.
It's great.
Yep, definitely.
It's a great tradition, and I wish they kept it in the NFL.
They actually just brought it back.
They did?
This year, yeah.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah, I want to see pink from the NFL players again. It was cool, especially with Odell.
Yeah,
Odell was the best at that.
We know cancer is an absolute travesty for a lot of people out there, and we support all of those fighting it.
Absolutely.
Vacaville with great field position to start off this drive as Jackson hands it off, but this play is blown dead immediately.
We've got pink flags as well. Saw them in the JV game a lot.
We did indeed. That JV game was spectacular.
Yeah, yes it
Definitely.
was. Came down to the last play.
Yeah, kind of postponed this game just a little bit. So.
Yeah, 7:51 local time here on the West Coast.
What an electric start. I cannot get over that thick 6.
I know.
Thick 6?
Yeah, that's what it's called, with 2 C's.
Yeah, Jaden Dickens. I mean, that's just an amazing play. We didn't even know that we were going to call his name tonight on a spectacular play like that.
No.
We probably would have called his name at least once or twice, but not like on a play like that.
Connor Owens in the backfield with Brendan Jackson. Jackson motions a man out to the left. He'll just hand it off to Connor Owens, has space up the middle, and he runs hard. And he's still turning those legs. Play is blown dead after a pickup of 5.
And the thing with this is, Robert, you said it, you mentioned it in the intro, is this is 2 heavyweights. And you really feel that because you feel the atmosphere. No offense to Rodriguez, but Rodriguez did not feel like that last week. Last week, Rodriguez came in a little softer than Vanden, and their D-line didn't look as big as the O-line. And this just looks like 2 juggernauts really just clashing heads, and that's what we should expect to see all night. A lot of clashing of helmets and a lot of contact.
Yeah, 2 well-coached football teams going at it here tonight. A lot of excitement to cheer for. Connor Owens takes the handoff from Jackson. He has a lot of space up the middle, breaking it to the right sideline, and he has 1 man to beat, and he is knocked down at the 10. Great speed right there from number 21, Justin Smith, to track down Connor Owens.
Yeah, touchdown-saving tackle right there. I mean, that was great effort, but, I mean, incredible. You just had a hole right there. Like I said, it's going to be a battle all night. And right there, Vacaville just won that battle.
Yeah, and right there, like you just said, Mason, is that they're going to try to win this battle in the trenches with their schemes, with their power schemes, with their tackle guard schemes, and that was one of them right there. They pulled the tackle and the guard from the right side, and that opened up a gap for Roman Connor Owens.
Well, is this where we see Connor Golden or Devin Bishop get their opportunity? No, it's just a handoff to Connor Owens once again, but the Vikings are over it this time.
Yep, just a clash of the 2 lines right now. I mean, that's really what it's been. I mean, it was a pick 6. I mentioned earlier the athletic D-line, and we saw it there, and we saw it just now too, but
yeah, it's going to be a tough task for them to keep Connor Owens in check as he already has 1 explosive play on the day.
Yeah, and last week we wanted to interview the post game for the whole line because
Well, you
of,
too.
With Roman Connor Owens. And like I was just about to say, let's, get back to him real quick.
Yeah.
He was a player of the game. He had about
Yeah.
three
He
rushing
had 3
touchdowns.
touchdowns.
Yes.
And he's trying to get back
Yeah,
to where he
100-yard
started
game
at.
too.
Trips out to the strong side of the field, and Jackson throws that away, but it sailed over the head of Bishop.
Well, I think that was a good decision because Vanden was all over it. I think is that number 1?
Yeah, usually
Come on, Lacey.
you see that wide receiver screen more to the weak side because it's a longer
Yeah.
throw on the strong side for the quarterback.
Yeah, it was just only 2 DBs over there, but they snuffed it out. They watched film. And we mentioned it really, Mingo, last week was the RPO with Vacaville. They ran a lot of RPO last week, and we saw that the run was successful. And we mentioned that going into this week, they would run a lot of that screen play because of how much of a difference it is in the 2 lines that they play.
Big third down early on in this game. It's 3rd and goal. Brendan Jackson, 0 men in the backfield, and this play is blown dead. And we do have a false start on the Bulldogs, their 2nd of the game.
And just to talk about Vacaville's team right now in the Bulldogs is that we just witnessed a touchdown going the other way, and with them already being at the 14, 13-yard line already. I mean, it just shows the type of how they can overcome adversity as a team. And we seen this last week when they played Rodriguez, and they're not going to stop, and that's something that Vanden needs to take account for, and that they cannot stop either.
Yeah, the resilience by these Bulldogs, they aren't backing down for anyone. Williams motions out to the left. Jackson looking over the middle, and it's caught by Connor Owens, and he's swarmed by this Vikings defense. It'll be 4th and goal coming up. Decision time for the Bulldogs.
I'll go for it. I don't think they will, though.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to kick it, but this is the thing that this defense have studied this entire week is the screen game.
Yeah.
Right there, that was a running back slip screen, and the play before that, the drive before,
They tried it.
they tried it, but that was to a receiver's middle screen, and that defensive tackle that watched those linemen let him through, he was like, man, I'm going to go get this ball. So that's taught off of tape and film study. And that just, like I said earlier in the intro, is that this is just a testament to coaches into the players.
Zach Wheat's field goal is no good, and the Bulldogs end up driving down the field and not scoring, bending but not breaking these
that's
Vikings.
the difference between what we saw last week is that Vacaville had a long, sustained drive last week, and this time it was a quick drive, but they got down the field, and this time Vanden bent but did not break.
Yeah, Zach Wheat, the sophomore kicker, it's been a little shaky for him. So we have 7:59 left here in the first quarter. Score is 6-0.
Now we get to see this Vanden offense. This is an explosive offense as well. A lot of athletes on this side too.
Very fast
Yes,
players.
that's the athletes.
And
The
it is
tight end, big guy out there, number 11.
Zambrano
Come on,
at the
Tom.
quarterback. He'll hand it off.
Yeah, and the player, on that play, we seen a little bit of emotion of number 11, Kamani Dokes, and seeing him at a tight end or receiver position, it's kind of funny because, we're used to seeing him, or at least when I played,
Me too.
is that we seen him at quarterback at Wilsey Wood
He
for
was
the
my
Wildcats.
quarterback senior.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's great to see. That's a player that we didn't talk about in the intro, but he's definitely a playmaker too.
He's the best athlete on the field.
Zambrano hands it off once again, and these Bulldogs are just all over the run game right now.
Nah, he was the Wildcats quarterback because he was the best quarterback we could have thrown out there, and he was the best athlete. But usually you do not want your best athletes at the quarterback. You want them to be playing the wide receiver position so he can make big plays. And he's gotten bigger since the last time I've seen him. That's a tall guy right there. That's my guy though. I like Kamani Dokes. He's a cool cat.
Glazing the donut right there from Mason Flores.
I can't glaze my teammate, my former teammate.
Absolutely, you can. Zambrano takes a snap, is looking right, sees no one. He's under a lot of pressure, escapes, has that speed, and he is just near the first down marker. Will they give it to him? And they will. It'll be a first down for the Vikings.
That's just the difference between regular quarterbacks and quick quarterbacks. Usually that is a sack for 80% of quarterbacks, but not for him. He just sprinted out there really quick. As soon as he felt the pressure, he was gone. He didn't double think it. He didn't second think it. And yeah, that's just back to Kamani Dokes though. No, I'm just kidding. He also played basketball. He's a multi-sport athlete when he played at Wilsey Wood. But he transferred because you know, Wood is not in the greatest position right now. But, you know, there's trying to be a culture change over there at Wood right now. So. And
getting the pressure on that play was Brody Rogers. Last week we saw him, I believe, get injured his hand, but good to see him back here this week playing. This is a handoff up the middle. These Vikings got a stout O-line, but there is a flag on the play. The carry is by Josiah Chavez.
Yeah, one thing that is to be looked at in this game is how can this Vanden Vikings offense account for this Vacaville Bulldogs defense. Their defense is very versatile. Not only that, it's very complex. To be able to run a 3-3 where you have outside linebackers stunning with D-ends coming on of calls that you're getting from your defensive coordinator, it's very hard. It's very hard to communicate as a Mike linebacker. It's also very hard to communicate when the bullets is flying, you know, everything is going. So being able to do that just shows, like, very disciplined team, very understanding, and, you know, they're not going down without a fight. And to talk about the Vanden side, the Vanden defense, if we look off to the sideline right now, they're getting coached up off of monitors and sky cams most likely of what was going on the last drive. So this shows that they are taking this game very, very, very serious.
Yeah, technology making its way to the high school level now as Zambrano motions a man out to the left. He'll hand it off to Chavez once again. He had some space on that right side. It looks like it's a gain of 6 on the play.
Chavez with the carry.
And that's good coaching right there. Getting your guys all together to talk about what's going on.
Man, I love the music that they're playing right now.
Getting a little groovy with it over here.
Definitely.
Zambrano takes a snap, is under a lot of pressure, throws it out to his running back, Chavez. There is a flag on the play.
Man, that was a great throw, though. I mean, he got through his reads, and as soon as he felt the pressure, he got it out quick and on target.
Yeah, he was able to get it out. When maybe if he would have just taken one more second on that read right there, maybe looking off to the left side of the field in that seam, he had number 11, the man that we were just talking about, Kamani Dokes, wide open with no Vacaville Bulldogs player in at least 5 to 10 yards of him. So that's just things as a quarterback that you're just going to have to be able to analyze.
All you got to do is get the man the ball. You know, make some explosive things happen.
Big penalties on this drive by the Vikings offense. We had a holding earlier and now an illegal man downfield. The offensive line's got to clean it up.
Yeah, I mean, penalties, we know the story of penalties. That's the do or die thing is who's going to commit the most penalties, and that's probably who's going to lose the game. This is a tough spot to be in, though. You're 2nd and 15. Well, now they're moving it up. Like, taking it back?
And miscues as a
2nd and 10. No penalty.
For refs. We've seen this a lot here at this
It's going to be
stadium.
3rd and 8.
3rd and 8, okay. Electric chain.
Zambrano takes the snap, is looking to the right, throwing that way, and it is caught by Dokes. He breaks one defender off, and he's running through another at the 45-yard line where he's brought down.
And that's just Kamani Dokes right there, just being an athlete. Man, this is a grown man right there. I mean, just got off the first tackle, and then the speed, you saw it for a second. Get him in space, and he can make some things happen.
Yeah, that quick burst speed right there. Also, the delivery from the quarterback. That was a good pass, good throw. Got it completed, got a first down.
Three receivers out to his left with Chavez in the backfield. Now motioning man out to the right. It's a screen play. He's got some room up the middle for a first down. It was number 13, Jamarcus Banks, excuse me.
Man, that is just so much speed. This team, I mean, you said it, Mingo, is the speed. The speed factor is just off the charts from every position, even quarterback.
Going with the hurry-up offense, Zambrano. Looking over the middle, now looking right, sees no one under pressure, starting to scramble his way out of it. It's batted up in the air, and it was almost caught by Banks after the tip.
And that play right there, it was just blanketed with defenders. It looks like they just try to run speed outs where the slot receivers are running out routes, and the outside X is in the receiver on the outside. On the other side is just running streaks down the field, and they try to get the running back to pop out in the middle. And, you know, he got behind those linebackers, but he got tipped by one of them. And, yeah, so number 7, he's just trying to figure out.
Zambrano.
Correct. Zambrano.
Xavier Zambrano. Cool name.
Zambrano motions his man over. It's Jones. Takes a snap, hands it off to Banks up the middle. It'll be still turning those legs. I thought he was done after a gain of 2, but it looks like a gain of 5 on the play.
And that's just effort right there, and that's why he's a starter. I mean, that's why he's in the game, because of plays like that. A third and 5 situation is a lot different than a 3rd and 8 situation. So that's why you have effort guys like that who can just keep churning their legs no matter what.
And number 6, Caleb Jones, you know, it looks like he's just being the motion man right now, but that just shows like how this offense is very creative. They're very creative. On that one play where they dumped off that screen, there was actually another screen, a wide receiver screen on that side, which is what pulled that defense to that right side, which got that middle screen open, which is just so creative, like I said.
Zambrano under a lot of pressure, and he is taken down for the sack. These Bulldogs sniffed that one out.
Yeah, we only saw 1 sack last week against Rodriguez, but right now they're getting pressure on the quarterback. And Zambrano just that time, there was no chance. I mean, they lost immediately.
Yeah, Brody Rogers in on the sack, and that's the difference maker he is. Last week, a little scary seeing him with that thumb injury go out, but he's been a difference maker so far early on.
Definitely, and we've talked, like I said, the stunts in the blitzes that are being sent out of this 3-3 defense, this 3-3 front. It's like you have to be able to understand how you can process both of these.
Hunkin on to punt this one away. A lot of pressure by the Bulldogs. They almost got their fair catch signaled for by Bishop, but he'll let this one bounce back into the end zone for a touchback. Smart play right there by Bishop.
And we've gotten good defense from both sides so far. I'm liking what I see from both sides. And Vacaville, you just got to get points on the board. And it's early in the game, still first quarter, down by 6. And this Vanden defense, I mean, you just keep doing your thing.
I want to go back to Bishop on that punt return, though. You saw him call for that fair catch, trying to maybe psych out those gunners that are coming downfield, right?
Probably. I mean, I was never a punt returner, but I think that's also, it's a mind game. And also, if it didn't go over his head somehow and he just didn't see it, I mean, he called for a fair catch. But, yeah, it's probably just to get them from not coming to down the ball.
Jackson motions a man over to his right. He's looking out to his left, under pressure now, throwing over the middle, and it is caught for a first down.
I don't know if I like the rule in college or in high school that you can't get back up after you're falling down on the ground. I think I like the rule where you get touched to be rolled down, and he would have had more yards if that rule didn't exist. But you know, what can you do? That was a good throw.
Yeah, Brady White with the catch on that one.
No, it could have been a better throw actually. If he gets him in stride, he's going for at least 30 yards.
Jackson takes a snap. He'll hand it off up the middle. I believe it's Connor Owens, and he's still turning those legs.
Yeah, and
excuse me, it's Bajorison.
And number 8, Brendan Jackson, the quarterback, and number 14, Brady White. We seen them against the Gauchos against El Cerrito when we were here last time, about 3-4 4 weeks?
Few weeks ago,
few
yeah.
weeks ago, and he was the player of the game. So us being able to see them. And being able to.
Jackson takes a snap. He'll hand it off. Borjan just slips.
Georgian taking down the backfield, loss of a yard, brings up 3rd down and 5 for Vacaville.
Yeah, Bajorzen just slipped on that 2nd down carry. We have 30 seconds left here in the 1st quarter. And once again, to remind all the folks out there, if you see us doing a broadcast, please do not walk up to us. Jackson throws to the left side, and it is caught out there by Golden.
Jackson's pass is complete to number 3, Connor Gold.
Seems like there might have been a little bit of miscommunications between the staffs at Vacaville and Vanden, trying to get us in the mix of it, but, you know, that's okay. We're always here to help out.
That's also not our jobs, though. I want to let everybody know that my job is not to find things that you lost.
It's a color commentator football game.
Yeah. And when I have a headset on, I would assume that you would know that.
Bajorzen takes the handoff, and on that 1st down, looks to be a gain of 3 on the play.
This is just such a physical football game, though, and we haven't seen many flags. I think we've seen 2 on each side, and it's just disciplined football as the 1st quarter comes to an end.
Yeah, the final play of the 1st quarter was that run by Bajorzen, and it is 6-0. We've seen a pick 6, but nothing since.
That pick 6 is really the story of that 1st quarter. And it's the defense, both defenses, that's the story of this game so far. Both of them are looking energized and enthusiastic.
Yeah, they definitely came out to play, and we talked about it in the intro, and we talked about the players too. You know, one player, like I said in my intro, number 6, Caleb Jones, I want to see if he can add on to his streak. He's had an interception in each of the last 3 games that he's had, right? And this, as a team, they've had 7 interceptions in total as a group. So being able to get most of those interceptions as just one person, one player, that just shows how much of an impactful person that you are on this team and what you can do on the defensive side of the ball. So what we're going to see from Caleb Jones tonight is he's probably going to be manned up on their number 1. I think that's what I've been seeing recently when they were in the red zone. He was on an island by himself with no safety help, and I believe that that's what he likes. And as we can see right now, as his defense is lining up, he's by himself right now, lined up against number 3 on the Vacaville side, Connor Golden.
And that's what's so hard and what's so impressive about that stat that you just told us is it is so difficult to get interceptions at the high school level because they don't throw it as much. I mean, yes, the quarterbacks are less talented than college and NFL, obviously, but, I mean, as a DB, you're not getting many chances to pick the ball off.
Jackson takes a snap, surveying the field, sees no one downfield, under a lot of pressure. Jackson rolling out to his right, and he is taken down for the sack.
And right there, number 6, Caleb Jones, locking up number 3 and number 14. And also, let's talk about the defensive players that were able to get that sack right there. Pretty sure it was number 51.
Not listed on the roster.
Not listed on the roster, so unfortunately we cannot give you credit. But we can say your number.
Yeah.
So, you know, you got that sack, chased him off, and that was a testament to the coverage. He was looking down to where number 6 was, Caleb Jones, and he couldn't throw it because he was locked up.
That was really just the whole D-line right there.
3rd and long, play goes to Bajorzen, and he makes something out of it, getting back near to the original line of scrimmage.
And I would advise offenses to not throw the ball Caleb Jones's way. That's what I would advise.
Almost reminds you of Xavier McKinney when he was going on that interception streak.
Yeah, that's crazy. Interceptions are just hard to come by. I mean, usually you don't really see them that often from the same player over and over again. I mean, we saw it from a D lineman, so anything can happen. Football is amazing.
Jamarcus Banks and Joshua Bolda back to return. As this one is blocked by the Vikings. They are getting good rushes, and it's picked up. Can the Vikings take it?
How? Number 51 again. Number 51 again. I wish we could get your name, man. Oh, my goodness.
Man.
He's making plays
Look at him
back to back.
Yeah, jumping up. And
Connor Brewitt on the return, getting him down inside the 30-yard line.
Now, that's what I call a defensive playmaker right there. I mean, not many of those right. I mean, we mentioned Caleb Jones, but now we got 3 defensive playmakers. We got number 87, Jaden Dickens, and number 51 also making plays, and number 6, Caleb Jones, who always has the threat of picking you off. I mean, this defense is definitely one to look after.
very talented.
Yes.
Yeah, Zambrano back out there with his offense. Motion to man over to the left side. Low snap, but able to corral it. Hands it off to Banks. He has an opening to the left side and is brought down. There is a flag on the play.
He was slammed down, man.
Flag on the play.
And our main man, Malcolm, over there to our right, his cousin. Trying to show off in this game a little bit.
Yeah, I hope he does.
And it looks like he might be limping.
Looks like
off
he's got
the
a limp.
sideline. But he'll be good. He'll be good, though. He'll be all right. You know, it looks like he just got a little bit of a cramp.
Yeah, probably the calf cramp. I used to drink pickle juice thinking it would work.
Really?
Bro.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes it does. Depends on the person, though.
Yeah.
But you got to eat banana. Banana, you never cramp. If you know, you know.
Yeah, I do know.
After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 20 for the Vikings offense. Man motioning to the right. Zambrano looking that way is dumped off. Having some space on that first down, getting back to the original line of scrimmage, passed it by 2 yards. So a gain of 12 on the play by Caleb Jones.
That is some unselfish play right there by the receivers, making the blocks down the field.
Yeah, that's definitely the biggest part of what makes screens work. And that play right there was very unique as they had a man, number 11, Kamani Dokes, motion over to that side. And then number 6, Caleb Jones, was able to do a little spin out, was able to get that ball on that screen.
Hand off to Chavez, and he goes nowhere.
Number 23, Josiah Chavez to the left side, taking down back.
And that's going to be number 23, Josiah Chavez. That's going to be able to take that man down in the backfield. And
Chavez had the carry, actually.
Excuse me.
Nicholas
I'm
Lozano,
going to timeout.
man.
That was 2 minutes.
Nicholas Lozano, man. I mean, he just came off screaming off the edge and just did not let him get off the tackle. Chavez could not get away. And that's really, I mean, I said it, there's 2 explosive defenses making plays. And so far, both of them are showing exactly what we talked about. And then can't take care of the ball.
Zambrano fakes a snap to Chavez, has a pretty clean pocket, now rolling out to the right, and he doesn't see a man coming, gets the throw off, but he did get it away in time, so it is an incomplete pass.
Yeah, that just can't take advantage of the field positioning off that block kick. But, you know, that's just credit to this defense. Credit to this defense. This is defensive showdown. If you don't like defense, you might want to click away, but you should like defense. That's really what it comes down to. Defense wins championships, and we've seen it from both these sides.
Well, 8:30 left here in the first half. The score has not changed since the opening drive, 6-0. And it'll be a 4th down coming up for the Vikings.
I do expect Vacaville to lean more on the passing game this drive, a little bit more down the field, a lot more movement, motion, and different looks for this Vanden team.
Definitely, and right now on this punt team for this this Vanden team they're trying to figure out what's going on, and it looks like they just got to figure it out.
Yeah, it looks like they're calling for some extra protection.
Yeah, they know they're coming.
Trying to make sure they don't get blocked.
Pressure got through, but didn't get there in time, as this one will go into the end zone for a touchback off the foot of Hunkin.
And that's some really good poise from the punter right there, just to get it off. Not great punt, obviously, but what can you do?
Well, sometimes you just got to take what you get there.
Yeah, you rather than be at the 20 than be at the 45 or something because they blocked it. This crowd, I mean, both crowds are kind of quiet right now.
Yeah.
I think it's because defense. I want to see crowds get hyped over a sack, over a fumble, or anything. Or
I think we saw more energy out of that junior varsity game
yeah,
than we are seeing right now.
I want to see more energy from
Definitely.
this Vanden crowd.
And it's just because it's a matchup. It's like a chess game, and they're not
Coach
playing
too.
checkers. They're playing chess, and that's what both of these coaches are doing,
Yep.
and what they're being able to do with both of
Jackson
their players.
on the trick play reverses it, but these Vikings, they sniffed that one out pretty cleanly.
Man, and that's just a textbook tackle right there. Wrapped him up, got low, and drove him with his legs. I mean, that's just textbook right there. And I did mention that they were the Bulldogs were going to look for more trickery, and they tried that same end-around play that we saw last week, and Vanden was having none of it. Last week we saw Rodriguez be an undisciplined team on that contain, and we see the difference today.
Yeah, Brendan Jackson looks to have Connor Owens in the backfield with him, and we will have a false start coming up, I believe.
And this Vanden defense will make you earn everything.
Indeed, it is a false start on the Bulldogs, and they've had, I believe, 3 or maybe 4 of those here tonight.
Yeah, already. And what we like to see, actually going back to what you were saying, Mason, about these crowds and stuff, is that I feel like that they're so high energy that they're kind of canceling each other out right now, which is why they're being so quiet, is because they know how big this game is. They really do. So it's tight right now.
Jackson takes a snap, has a clean pocket, rolling out to his right, seeing no one downfield, and he'll just throw this one into the dirt.
Jackson rolls out.
Man, on the left side of the line of the screen, there was amazing press right there. Number 6, Caleb Jones, just put a man in the dirt on that back of high side. I think it was number 23, Maddox Ankney. And oh my goodness, that was, I mean, I hope people saw that. It was an amazing jam at the line, and he got him on his back. And that was the first read, and he could not get there because he was on the ground.
Yeah, receivers got to get off that 1 yard mark, or else Jones is going to put you
I
in the
wish
dirt.
I wish we had a replay. I would draw it out right now. Wow, what a play.
And that just shows the trust that this defensive coordinator has for
Sprint
that
out
player.
to the right for Jackson, looking, sees no one, throws it to the left side, dumping it out to, I believe it's number 22.
And Jones, that's not even his. He's probably playing, I think he was playing a deep zone, a deep half. Was it Palms? It might have been Palms.
Aiden Gillard on the
Palms?
catch.
I think that he was just playing off coverage right there. Could have been
Because he was looking
Palms.
deep. He had
Yeah.
a deep zone.
He was just playing that. He seen that the quarterback was looking on the other side, and then once he seen that ball in the air, he came down, made a textbook tackle, wrapped up, and created a 4th down.
Yeah, that's
First
not
team.
even his zone. There was supposed to be a flat right there, and he just beat the flat out.
Joshua Bolden.
With speed.
Yeah.
Speed is the name of the game.
And number 51 got pressure in there again. It looks like he tipped it maybe,
Yeah.
making for the awkward spin, and he's getting a jump on that right side.
Yeah, if this trend continues, I know who will be player of the game. I know who will be player of the game.
Yeah, maybe get his name some recognition here, as he deserves it.
Yes, he does. That'd be. I don't think that would be a first. We wouldn't have his name on the roster,
unrostering
and
guy.
he would be the player of the game. That would be pretty cool. I'm kind of rooting for it now, but I want a good offensive game now. I think Vanden, they're obviously got a chip on their shoulder on the offensive side.
Well, sending out these emails to the coaches, sometimes they
Don't respond.
don't respond. And that's all up to them.
Yeah.
They are busy people. We get that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Jones motions in. As we do have a new quarterback into the game, swings it over to Jones. Caleb Jones is tackled after a gain of 4 on the play. New quarterback is Oates.
Number 6.
Ferone Oates, the junior quarterback. Both of these quarterbacks are actually juniors. I guess we're trying to see which one could perform better here tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, very young team. Usually they're so used to seeing Kalani McLeod, number 12, the starting quarterback. That's been the starting quarterback for this Vanden team for a while. Graduated last year with a Division III championship under his belt. So, that's one thing to recognize, and that shows, the coaching and the staff, too.
Oates takes a snap. It was a little bit of a funky handoff situation. He will be down close to the first down.
And you
maybe
can
a
just
yard or two
see the
short.
burst speed right there from number 8 from Oates, and that's why he was in the game.
Yeah, you had Gonzalez on the motion, the junior tight end, and then there's a read option for Oates, and he made a pretty good gain out of it.
Yeah, I think the short leash for Zambrano was because Vanden expects a lot out of their quarterbacks, and they expect playmakers. They expect you to make plays and get this offense rolling, and they just haven't been able to do that. So, I mean, that's why they made that switch, I believe. Let's see how Oates can play under the lights.
Oates motions a man out. He'll hand it off to number 17, Bates, and Bates has some space on that right side, able to pick up the first down.
Very explosive and fast. Like, that was insane, to be able to get shifty like that. And that was designed to go outside. As number 6, Caleb Jones, he was trying to crack a block on the D end or the outside linebacker. I'm pretty sure that's an option block of whoever gets there first. And he's trying to figure out, who's trying to come and chase him, making sure it's a legal block and not a crackback block or anything. But
Dokes and Jones on the left side. Oates throws that way. Jones gets the catch. Dokes is blocking out in front of him. Jones makes a move, getting down near the first down marker. Looks like he's just short.
And Dokes, the effort right there, we saw him drive his guy down 5 yards down the field. That's just the effort. That's exactly what you want to see from your receivers, because you're taught no block, no rock. So that's exactly what you want to do.
That is a good phrase. And just being able to have both of those athletes on that side, a defensive playmaker that also can play make on the offensive side, as Caleb Jones has most of the receiving yards.
Same formation. Oates just with the quarterback keeper. He has first down and more, but there is laundry on the field.
Man, that's a hard flag to see. I think I complained about it last year, is that
well, it's a very dim color.
Yeah, pink is we need a neon pink instead.
I believe that's a yellow flag.
I believe that's a dirty yellow.
That's dirty yellow?
Yes, that is
I saw
yellow.
pink earlier.
Yeah,
Seriously.
we do have a pink flag. That one's more vibrant. I could give you that one.
Yeah, that's a yellow. That's supposed to be a yellow flag.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, can we get a hashtag new flag?
Hashtag new flag.
I mean, those have to be provided, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is no way.
I mean, I would buy my own new one.
Maybe it's his special lucky dirty flag, Maybe refs have their own traditions, too.
Grandma maybe gave it to him, and he's been using it ever since. You never know.
Yeah, that's a lot of pink over there.
We don't know if it's a girl or not.
Yeah, it looks like a gender reveal over there.
As they're throwing pink smoke bombs, it seems to be on that Vacaville sideline. But Oates takes a snap, fakes a handoff. He's going deep, and this one is going to be picked off. Returning it to the right side, having some space and getting tackled at the 35-yard line. We'll try to see who it is. I believe it's Bajorison.
And there's going to be a flag for an illegal
Jake
block.
Williams with the interception.
Yeah, legal block is going to be called on Vacaville. So it's going to put them back. It's going to put them back.
I mean, Oates looked like he was taking a shot, but then number 13, I believe Jamarcus Banks, just made a right turn.
I wonder if that was miscommunication, but it looked like it was just an errant pass. And
yeah.
We won't be. I don't know. I wonder if we'll see.
If it was a
Oates
13
again.
or 18. It could have been Banks or Elijah Thompson, number 18.
I also believe that pass, like you just said, Mason Aaron throw, it was because he had pressure in his face. He got hit as he threw that ball. So, when you're throwing that and your arm is up at that top of your release point and someone hits you up in your armpit or in your chest area, that ball is going to be flying high. It's not going to be a dart. It's going to be like a punt. It's going to be floating in the air, and that safety.
He caught it like a punt.
He caught it like a punt. He sat there and was waiting, and he was like, oh, man, let me make sure I catch this.
Williams is one of the punt and kick returners for this Bulldogs team, so instinct just took over right there, the ball tracking skills. And we still have a lot of smoke left from.
Yeah, that crowd is distracting.
Yeah, the dog pound over there, we got a sign up for them. As Jackson takes a snap, is looking right, sees no one over there, trying to stay in the pocket, keeping the play alive. Jackson has some space up that right sideline, cutting it back to the left, and he is finally brought down after an exhausting play.
That's called patient running right there. I mean, he just waited for
to somehow
people to
get a gain of 3.
Yeah, I mean, it seemed like it was more, but it was just he just kept running forever.
To be able to get 3 yards on something like that, that's an amazing effort.
I'm sorry to cut you off, but I don't think I've ever seen a smoke cannon.
No, I mean, that's just that's a lot of money.
We got to get a shot on that sideline over there if we can.
There's a lot going on over there. They got like a DJ over there and like a...
Vacaville surely knows how to do it.
Yeah.
But we haven't heard we stand for the kickoff much tonight.
No.
Jackson takes the snap, hands it off to Bajorson, and he is met hard after a gain of 3.
And that's 51
that's 51.
Again. Man.
He knows how to set an edge right there. He knows how to set an edge, and even though we don't have his number, name, weight, height listed on Max Preps or on our rosters, we can see that he's creating a big
he's
impact.
A difference maker.
And it looks like he might be one of the leaders on that D-line, on that first level of this defense.
I wonder if he got pulled up.
That could happen. Not listed
I'm
on the
gonna
varsity roster.
at the crowd and ask who number 51 is, because that guy is making some monster plays on the edge.
2 receivers out to his left, 2 to his right. Jackson takes the snap.
Beat him.
Jackson being patient in the pocket, sees no one, is going over the middle, and is is it intercepted? Indeed, it is an interception for number 3, Brandon Brown, the senior.
Yeah, adding on to the interception as a team. That was a great defensive play call.
Yes.
Actually, you know, like you said, Palms, that was Palms right there.
Yeah,
you could
they
read
disguised it as a man.
They disguised it as a cover 2 man, or it could have been disguised as a cover 2 zone.
Oh, man.
And that's why he tried to throw it over that middle. He did not see that creeping safety playing that middle zone read, and he just came down. Not only did he force the incompletion, but he ended up coming down with the rock, which just put his team in great field position with 2 minutes and 47 seconds left in this half, and he just gave his offense some life to see what they could do with this rock.
Yeah, I want to give some love to the coaching staff right there. That play call was amazing. I mean, just like you said, they disguised it, and it was just excellent execution from the defensive side. And man, it even fooled me. I saw them pressing, and I was like, oh yeah, they're pressing. But then they completely shifted into, I think it was Palms, like you said, and man, I mean, amazing play, too. It looked like it was an incompletion at first, and then he came down with it at the end. And then he kind of let go of the ball quickly. I would have kept the ball if I intercepted it. I would have kept the ball.
Yeah, he threw it down. He was getting ready to celebrate before it's like, man, if it was just a split second, if he would have dropped it while he was on the floor, they probably would have called it incomplete.
They had to talk about it,
Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon Brown wearing the Guardian cap, looking like Romeo Dobbs a little bit out there. But when you guys say Palms coverage, what exactly do you mean by that?
So it's like cover 4.
Cover 4 means, when we say coverage, when we say cover 2, cover 3, cover 4, that means that's being talked upon the deep coverages, meaning there's 4 people in the back. So when there's a cover 4, that means that there's 4 deep zones. When there's a cover 2, that means there's 2 deep zones that are covering each half. When there's a cover 3, they're splitting that deep zone into 3. And like cover 1, that's a cover 1 where there's only one safety high.
And then the palm part of it being,
it's like branching out, and you got 4 basically defensive backs whose jobs are to set the outside, the deep threat of it.
Is a handoff to Chavez. Chavez breaking it to the right side, has a decent gain on the play of 5. We'll call it 6.
And we've seen a few of those today from both sides, is gains of 5 or 6, and then they just can't capitalize, whether it be tackle for loss, a sack, or a penalty. And right here, I would throw the ball.
And it looks like Oates' half is done after that interception by him. Zambrano's back into the game.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, and Oates is such an athlete that you got to use him in another way, too.
Oh, most definitely that quarterback, keeper, explosive runner.
Yeah, let him play a little running back, too, and receiver. Not to say that he's not a quarterback, but let him play everything.
Zambrano motions a man into the backfield. We'll just hand it off to Chavez. Has some space up the middle. Tried to cut it to the left, but tripped up after getting the first down.
And that was right there. You know, we say it a lot, and it's just a testament of this head coach and this scheme that he has for his players. Unique formations like having number 11, Kamani Dokes, lined up in that wing back and being able to pull into that A gap and to hit a man, and unfortunately that didn't work right there.
Chavez is stuffed, after the hurry-up offense went for naught.
I thought that was 96. But that was a huge play right there. He was just right. He just clogged up that gap immediately. Got right through. I don't know how you let him get through, but that's just a big man right there.
Number 86, correct?
Yeah.
Samuel Cortez.
Yeah, it might have been him. But the PA announcer said it was 56, so I don't know how that could be because
listed as a guard center on the depth chart.
Yeah, I don't think it was.
Yeah,
56.
but he's at end right now.
Is it 56?
Yeah, he's in. Yeah, he's
Zambrano,
yep,
screen pass out to Dokes on the left side. He cuts it back to the middle. It's going to the right side. Dokes has some space for the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Vikings.
Oh, my goodness.
And
there is a flag on the play.
And it's going to be for an illegal chip block.
Yep.
You know, being a player, we talked about this against the junior varsity game, is that when you have to block somebody, you know, you can't block them when you're blind eye from them. And they've cut down really in high school, college, and NFL because you could really end up getting someone hurt that way. And unfortunately, this is what these leagues are now. This is what football has evolved to. And it looks like they're conversating on whether the hit was hard enough to be called an excessive of
personal foul.
Personal foul. Excuse me.
And that's the thing is that you can disguise it as you're just getting in. You just get in the way of them. Don't block them. Just get in the way. Like put your hands up like you're just trying to
and stand in front of them.
Yeah, just don't hit them, but just do like I can't put the cameras on me. But you put your arms up and you're like, I don't know what's going on.
For everyone listening, pretend Mason Flores was just putting his arms in the air.
That's exactly what I was doing. That's what you should be doing.
Act like you're running at him, like you're gonna block him, and then maybe spin out the last second.
Yep.
Zambrano motions Jones out to the left, but will just hand it off to Chavez up the middle.
And that's a huge call in the game too, because that's a touchdown. I mean, I think it was a touchdown-making block, though. I think Dokes could have broke the tackle, but I think Dokes would have been stopped short for the touchdown. So, I mean, good call by the refs. And third down and medium, I think you go for it. If you don't get it, it's 2-down territory.
Zambrano takes a snap, looking out left, throwing that way, and is incomplete. Intended target looks to be Jones.
Yeah, and he's just got to get his he was a little slow on his drop back on his hitch. He's got to, as soon as he gets the ball snapped to him in the shotgun, he needs to turn his hips and make the throw immediately and with anticipation, because you know in that coverage that you're going to have soft coverage and he's going to have space to work with. And that time he was just late to it and threw an inaccurate ball.
Well, from giving up a touchdown to Kamani Dokes, that was called back to forcing a field goal attempt by Hunkin.
Kick it. I don't know.
That's a win if you're the Bulldogs. And this is the point in the junior varsity game where I thought we were just going to cruise into halftime. No, each team put up a touchdown in the final minute, and the snap is bad, and Hunkin picks it up, trying to make something happen out of it, throws it deep towards the end zone, but it goes out of bounds. There is a flag on the play.
Yes.
That flag could be big now.
It came out late.
It might be like illegal man downfield.
We're waving off the flag.
He just threw it just because.
we had to show off the pink flag a little bit.
Fat flag.
Yeah, the pink flag was just.
So now we're trying to focus on what can this Vacaville team do to execute on this.
Yeah, the Bulldogs
play,
trying to execute They're trying. They have a minute 14. The clock is being a little weird over there, the operator.
Yeah, and it's very doable. We've seen deep passes. We've seen runs that have broken for 60, 70 yards.
As Jackson takes the snap, he'll hand it off. It's Connor Owens, has some space up the middle. He has a first down, and that might be rethinking decisions for the Bulldogs to quit on the quarter.
Yeah, I think you throw it now. You throw it now for sure.
This is one time that I might disagree with you both, is that I think that they should keep running this ball.
With a minute left?
Yep. Let it. He just got about 15, 14 yards. Let him run this ball towards number 2 and let him get in there.
And it's a read option by Jackson. He's going to keep it to the right side, and he is flipped over.
Wow, that's a great cut stick right there. Cut stick tackle.
And that was a good play call. That was a good pull. But, you know, this Vanden team, that player was getting blocked by number 0, Brody Rogers, but Brody Rogers kind of blocked him into the tackle, allowed him to get there, and, you know, kind of a in-game miscommunication.
And it's a handoff to Connor Owens, has a lot of space up the middle. He breaks it to the right side and is out of bounds at the 50-yard line. And Domingo Daines is looking at us like he's the right man in the booth right now.
Yeah, I mean, I said it. I called it. I mean, keep running this ball. And he was able to get out of bounds, stop the clock. Even better.
Yeah, but you ran off 40 seconds off the clock now.
24 seconds
and
now left.
Now you only got 20 seconds to work half the field. You're not going to be able to run the ball now.
They do have 2 timeouts remaining, so you can take a shot over the middle if you'd like.
I would throw the ball now. Unless you can get another 30-yard gain like Mingo was asking for.
And there will be a timeout for the first time by the away team in this half.
Yeah, and they're going to go over and discuss, you know, what type of defensive play call that they're doing right now. And that's going to go for what type of coverage are we running? Are we going to be running palms again? Are we going to be running a cover 2? Are we going to be running a cover 3? You know, and for this Vacaville team, they're thinking, okay, you know, what can we do to get a shot downfield, like you guys just said, and passing the rock or even running the ball like I was suggesting. I'm pretty sure that this team has 2 timeouts.
Yep, yeah.
They have 2
Both
timeouts.
have 2 timeouts.
Yeah,
that's another thing to consider. You know, you guys were talking about the 24 seconds left in this game with half the field to play with.
If you can run the ball and get a decent chunk of yards, do it. But I think I would trust the pass more. You know, I mean, I'm just a new fashion guy. But
as mentioned earlier, maybe take a shot over the middle. But looks like these Vikings are just going to play a little bit of deep coverage here, keep the ball inbounds.
And it looks like they might look for a screen here to one of these outside receivers. But number 6, Caleb Jones, he might be able to read that. He may be knowing that's coming.
Well, he's 10 yards deep, but he's been pressed all night. And it is an interception. Jackson just miscommunication with this man and is picked off by number 18, Elijah Thompson.
Yeah, Elijah Thompson just immediately saw it. And Mingo, you said it, but just the wrong guy. You called out who he was going to be. And yeah, it's just easy routes to the quarterback didn't look off the routes or anything, didn't fake it, and the routes weren't great, and that was just a disaster play for them. And now you can think of, if you're Vanden, you can get you got 2 timeouts as well, 22 seconds left, only 2 seconds went off the clock.
Yeah,
do you go aggressive?
Pop a shot.
Yeah, aggressively right here. You get ball at half as well.
Jackson's second interception of the game, proving costly right now. As these Vikings are just going to set up in their formation instantly. Got the play from the sideline going out there.
I would be aggressive here. Is Kamani Dokes in the game?
Zambrano motions a man behind him to his right, and it is a screen play for Banks. Banks has some space up the middle, and he is tackled down at the 40.
Wow.
And Malcolm showing some support for his cousin over there.
Yeah, he is a fast guy right there. He's making plays. I think I see somebody watching the game way over there on the roof, I think. Do you see that? You see that?
Oh, my God.
There's a person watching the game from the roof.
You see legs hanging off the roof.
I don't know if we can get a camera or something on that.
That's hilarious. Hey, you got a free game right there.
There is somebody laying on the top of his roof watching the game.
I mean, when you live in a
That's
house
awesome.
right near Vaca High, you get some pretty decent football to watch.
Yeah, that's awesome right there. No, you don't have to pay for tickets. You don't have to deal with the ignorant crowd.
Can you
know?
imagine living right there, too? It only takes you a minute to get to school.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick.
Just hop your fence.
Yeah, yeah. But now back on the football game. I mean, we got 14 seconds left. You got one timeout left for Vanden. You take a deep shot right here, or try and get any yard you can.
Well, I believe if I were a coordinator here, being a play-by-play announcer, thankfully I'm not a coordinator,
I love.
I would take a little underneath shot to get a little closer for that deep shot.
I'll put Kamani Dokes. Look for him down the field.
Zambrano looking for a deep shot, though, under a lot of pressure. Zambrano using that breakaway speed. He's going up the left sideline, gets out of bounds. 4 seconds remain in the first half.
You got 4 seconds. You got to kick it now, no? Or you give it, you take a shot in the end zone on the last play.
I don't know. I like the aggressiveness. If you're able to score a touchdown here, Vacaville, hasn't been able to move the ball all night.
That's a long way to go. But, I mean, you do get ball at half, so you don't have much to worry about here.
And we will have a timeout by the Vikings talking over their strategy.
Smart. That's a smart thing to do.
They don't want any mistakes here.
Yeah,
meaning,
no pick sixes.
No pick sixes, no fumbles. You know, in a way, you could be conservative to where you're not causing any type of disruption that has towards the game. So that means being smart. That means, you have 4 seconds left. It's called situational football. You know you're in the red zone right now, and you know that, okay, I can go take a shot. I'm going to go take a shot, but only to where either my guy can get it or to where it's out of bounds or, I can go try to make a play being conservative, right? And that's what number 7 just did right there. Xavier Zambrano, even though he was out about the 40-yard line, he's seen those linebackers creeping up. One of them was spying and the other one was playing a middle zone. And they both came down, and they came down a little too shallow, and he was able to find that crease to that left side, get to that sideline, get out of bounds. So right now he's trying to figure out – number 8. They're actually changing it. Oates is at quarterback.
Well, you could see Zambrano's into the game on the right side. Yeah. Oates is in the game at
as
the
an athlete.
quarterback.
This is what I'm saying.
This might be a double
pass situation coming up.
Oates
passes it out to Zambrano. Zambrano looking downfield. It's going back to Oates. They're going to use his athleticism. Has blockers in front. Oates heading for the end zone, and he is pushed out of bounds just before, and that will conclude the first half here on the Solano College Sports Network.
What a play, but what a stop from Vaca High. And they needed that stop, too, because you did not want to go down 2 scores, and they are kicking the ball off to start the second half. What a play call. What a stop from both sides of the ball. I mean, it's just incredible plays right there. And
first half thoughts, gentlemen?
Yeah, I mean, it's just amazing.
Great coaching by each side. Great coaching, and that's what that play right there just showed. I mean, those are plays that not every single team can call that. Not every single player can understand, okay, what do I need to do? That's like high level. That's what we seen in the Super Bowl with the 49ers against the Chiefs. I mean, they did the same thing with Juwan Jennings, too. And just being able to see that at the high school level just is a testament of these two teams.
And that's just what we saw was a defensive masterclass from both sides. I mean, the only score we have is a pick 6 from the biggest man on the field. And we've seen plays by number 51 on the Vanden side. We've seen plays by number 0, Brody Rogers, on the Vacaville side. We've seen interceptions. We've seen turnovers. We've seen everything. And I'm expecting offense in the second half to pick it up.
Yeah, it's been a defensive slugfest so far here on the Solano College Sports Network, but we're going to head down to the field with some halftime reports with Josh Mahika, Kaylee Bartlett, and Maxine Folan. Stay tuned for those reports and some commercials, and we'll be back on the other side.
The exponential growth from the program from my first year to my third year now, that's what keeps me coming back and keeps me excited and just fulfills me as a person.
It's so impressive, and we every time we walk in here, you guys are doing something different. It's great. It's
nothing but opportunities here, and we have sports to cover, we have the equipment.
Because the more ambitious you are, the more opportunities you'll have.
On-the-job training is huge.
Get the hands-on experience.
When someone asks who can do it, you can raise your hand and say, I can do it. So
joining the class was the best decision I ever made.
Stand by go to cut one. And cut one. Cross court to Audrey Jones. Audrey for three. It is good! With 1.3 seconds left on the game clock. Audrey Jones with one of the biggest shots ever.
The sky's the limit, really, with what we can do here.
College just got affordable. Up to 100% of enrollment fees can be reimbursed for first-time college students taking full-time classes. At Solano Community College, we are taking full advantage of this to further your future. With certificate and degree programs in industrial technology, aeronautics, biotechnology, and many others, Solano Community College is a staple for success. For more information, please contact the Financial Aid Office at 707-864-7000.
I'm Maxine Fullen with your halftime report, and it's been all Vanden so far. Came out hyped and rowdy, feeding off the crowd's energy. And the play of the half was number 87, Jaden Dickens, who snatched a pick six and took it all the way for a touchdown. On the other hand, the Bulldogs are still looking for their first points. Let's see if Vacaville can match the same energy as Vanden in the last half. Back to you, Robert.
And welcome back to the Solano College Sports Network. And wouldn't you like to be one of those three men right there chilling, watching a Vacaville Bulldogs football game?
Yeah, and little do they know that they're going to be on a YouTube channel or on the Solano
College Sports Network.
Yep.
Man,
I mean, that's just a great view you have from your backyard, chilling over there.
How nice it must be. I mean, you just get free football action on Friday night. I mean, what else could you ask for? I mean, we're doing the same thing they're doing, except we're not, some of the activities they're doing,
Yeah,
they're having a little bit of fun.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to them.
Yeah.
Life's good, and then they can watch college football tomorrow and UFC. I want to give a shout out to UFC tomorrow.
Yeah.
That is going to be an amazing event for all of you UFC watchers. Yeah, Sharma. Yeah. Alex Pradeda.
Any expectations for the second half, though, gentlemen?
Yeah, I think we'll see a lot more offense. I think we'll see more of creativity on the offensive end.
I was just about to say that creativity from both sides of this offensive team. This Vanden team, they've showcased it a little bit at the end of the half, right there with that double pass, which was insane. Almost scored a touchdown, but luckily the Bulldogs stopped it. But that's one thing that we're willing to see here. How can this Bulldogs team emulate that same type of creativity? How can they get their own style of creativity going and for them to get in the end zone? And
Zach Wheat starts the second half with a high kick. He'll bounce at the 30-yard line and is picked up by Banks. Banks down the left sideline using that speed. He cuts back, and he is brought down into opposing territory at the 38-yard line.
Wow.
What a play by Banks.
And that looked dead in the water. It took a weird bounce. I thought it was going to bounce out of bounds. And just the athlete he is, picked it up with little to no space to work with, and he just moved down the field so effortlessly. I mean, that should have been no gain, but, he just got multiple yards on that kickoff return. Amazing play.
I mean, they had Thompson and Bates back there, but Banks, the one picking it up.
Banks has made
plays. Zambrano, empty backfield. It's a quarterback draw with him using that speed. Zambrano has a first down, taking on a few defenders.
Oh, my goodness.
And that was just a hard hit.
And if you're excuse me, Domingo, but if you're a head coach, you're holding your breath a little bit on that one, seeing two defenders come.
I was holding my breath because he's not a big dude. I'm going to give him respect. He's way faster than me, but he is not a big dude necessarily, and he just got flatlined right there almost.
Well, look at him. He's back on his feet, adjusting that jersey, getting ready to give his offense the play.
This DJ right here, I don't
know
what
get
they're
copyright going right now.
They're not going to copyright us.
Can I just sing? Is that okay?
Not right now.
Difference.
Hey, I heard Joe Buck sing one time on a broadcast.
And it wasn't that great, just like that run by Banks right there.
And right there, that was just swallowed up by this Bulldogs defense. That dynamic 3-3 front line, and it looks like they're running. They're actually running a 4 front. We haven't seen that throughout many of the games that we've covered of them, as they have Brady White, and then they have number 56, Sayosi, at that end position. So it looks like they're running a little bit of a two linebacker with four linemen.
Motion out to the right. Zambrano looking. It's a screen pass late for Chavez out of the backfield, making a high leaping grab, and it's on the ground. Who has it? Waiting for the signal. I believe the Vikings got back on it.
Oh my goodness, I saw a few pancakes on that, and that's in screen passes like that always generate pancakes.
It is Vikings football. Caleb Jones with the recovery.
Hey, tell me when or what. Hey, but anyways, back to this broadcast. I was dancing a little bit, but
the DJ is firing me up.
We do have a man down on the field.
We do have a man down on the field, but just to go talk about that play that just occurred, is that this coach of the Vanden Vikings, he's taking advantage of the aggressiveness of this Vacaville coach as he's bringing 4 D linemen up in Sayosi at 56 at the end. And, they played his own aggression against him as he tried to rush up the field. They did that earlier.
And it is
late.
Chavez holding his elbow, and it's just flailing around right now. I think they were indicating elbow.
Yeah.
He was messing with his fingers,
probably got a little bit tingly.
Flexing them, and they were probably tingly. Yeah, you said it.
And back to what I was saying, they're using the Bulldogs' aggression against them. And as number 56, Sayosi, you're supposed to hold your water. As you've seen that play happen earlier in the second quarter. And so they ran that same play against him, attacked the same guy.
Oates is in at quarterback right now.
Yep.
And they got the same result.
And it's a very tight formation. Going under center is Oates. And it is a tush push. We haven't seen that yet on the Solano College Sports Network. That was the first one.
That was a pretty cool
And it results in a first down like it usually does.
Yeah, I mean, that's the right guy to run it with. That's a big quarterback.
Looks like they have a lineman limping just a little bit. But he said, you know what, I'm going to stay in the game.
Yeah,
Number 70.
Cameron Williams, he's like, scratch that, I'm good enough to play. And the skill position players get the call, and Zambrano's giving it to his offensive line right now. It's a very interesting form of huddle these Vanden Vikings run. You got Dokes in the slot to the right. Zambrano takes a snap, rolling out that way, looking, firing, and it is just out of the reach of Gillard.
And that defense right there by the Bulldogs was able to match that same tempo that Vikings, little speed out route combination that they had, where that whole line, everybody on the team was shifting to the right, and they followed them. They shifted to the right as well. They stayed on their mans. They played their zones, and they were able to just luckily come away with an incompletion, even though number 5 was open. And number 5 for the Vikings is going to be Carlos Anthony Gillard.
And it's a handoff from Zambrano to Banks, and he has stood up. And these Bulldogs, they were all over it. Looks like Brody Rogers got in there first.
Yeah, and he just played that perfectly because no matter what happened, if the quarterback kept it or if he let it go with the running back, Rogers was going to make the tackle because he just stayed in pat. And that's just a tough decision with the quarterback right there. That was just very snuffed out quickly.
You got Clater Hunkin on the island out here on the left. Got Dokes in the slot on the right.
And you've got a good drive going on. It's 3rd and long. You got to get this.
Motion to the right. Zambrano takes a snap, is looking toward Hunkin. And that is just thrown away by Zambrano. It looks like he had his man earlier, just couldn't decide to pull the trigger.
He's got to go through the other reads. I mean, he only was looking at the left side, and you just cannot force it, and that's what he was looking to do. But, I mean, at least he threw it away, and now you got to go for it.
4th down coming up. You could still get a first down and have a 1st and goal to go.
Yeah. I would go for it. I mean, you haven't had any successful kicks today.
Yeah, we've seen a few block kicks.
Yeah, and these Vanden cheerleaders are starting to get loud, get into the game.
They're trying to get this crowd going, and this crowd is not.
And Mason Flores is standing up alongside me. So is Domingo Danes. getting us on our feet here with 9 minutes to play in the third quarter, and it is blown dead as the excitement is trying to build.
Wow.
It's got to hurt your feet if you're those cheerleaders stomping on this metal.
Making a lot of effort to get them in the game, and it's not enough for this crowd. I mean, we saw more action from the crowd in the JV game. We need some of that.
Indeed, we did see a lot of action up close and personal in the JV game.
Maybe it's just too cold for them to get excited. I don't know. Maybe just warm yourself up and get excited.
I think it's a typical Northern California early fall night.
And there's no wind whatsoever. It's beautiful.
I mean, it's a beautiful night.
Yeah,
that's why you have people watching over there on their roof.
They're just having a great night.
Enjoying the night, enjoying the day, enjoying the game. And
that's the love of the game.
Yeah, love of the game. One thing that I've, just started thinking about right now is I'm interested to see how is this Vikings offense going to adjust to this Vacaville Bulldogs defense, as they, like I said earlier at the start of the half, that they changed their formation. They went from a three-man front to a four-man front, which we really don't see. And they're leaving that one guy, Roman Connor Owens, the Mike linebacker, all alone in that middle. And
it looks like the Bulldogs are showing some pressure. And scratch that. It's just a regular four-man rush coming. Zambrano to the left side, intended for Dokes, but it is incomplete. Turnover on downs forced by the Bulldogs.
And Dokes was signaling to his quarterback that he wanted that.
He was wide open.
Yeah.
And that was based off of the defensive coverage right there. As you guys could see, that left side safety, they play brackets. Yep. So when you run a too high look and you're having two safeties play those quarter coverages in the middle of the field, they're bracketing. So whatever receivers are coming across the middle, if there was a receiver on the left side of that formation coming across, that safety's coming down. But since he's seen the out route, he came down, leaving that back quarter zone open for Kamani Dokes, which he was wide open, but the quarterback wasn't able to see him.
Yeah.
Amon Lacey looking over towards the sideline, asking what the call is, trying to get over there on the far side to his cornerback position. Jackson takes a snap, hands it off to Borjan, and he has room up the middle, but is stopped after a gain of 5, and it looked like a late hit there.
A little bit of a late hit. Led with his helmet, too. Kamani Dokes, the man that we were just talking about, maybe he's trying to let off a little bit of that frustration of not getting that ball wide open in that end zone.
It's not a lot of, I'm going to say it again. Neither crowd is impressing me today, and I'm kind of disappointed.
I remember last year you had your crowd meter that you would do during baseball.
Yeah, I'm going to give this one a 4 out of 10 right now. The cheerleaders are the only points so far.
And it's a handoff from Jackson to Borjan once again, and he's rumbling for a first down.
He's like gliding. Right there, it looked like he was just gliding, riding the wave of all those tacklers. And he was able to come up with a first down right there.
And Vanden, this game has been slow for them, and they've been able to be steady with the lead. But this is one of those games to where it could be like this for the whole game, and then at the last drive, Vacaville just steals it from you. So you need to stay locked in. And this offense, when you're back on the field, get some points, and Vacaville get something going right here on offense.
3 receivers out to the left, but once again, it's a handoff to Borjan, and he is rumbling. It's a gain of 4.
Yeah, keep running the ball. Play action, we haven't seen much of the play action from this Vacaville deep.
Well, you
offense.
And Holden Beers, who's not here tonight, love the play action game.
Absolutely.
And that's the name of their game for this Vacaville Bulldogs team, is they like to pound the rock, which opens up the playbook. And that's the reason why they're kind of being restricted right now, is because they can't get that run game going or that RPO or screen pass. We've seen that in the first quarter. We haven't seen that at all the rest of the game.
3 receivers to his right. It's another handoff to Borjan. And they're just going to keep feeding him the rock until these Vikings can prove that they can stop it.
And speaking about that RPO game that we just mentioned, that was an RPO right there.
Just choosing the run every time.
Yeah, he's just choosing the run where he had number 5 kind of lurking. He was getting ready to get that ball in space with his 2 blockers out on the outside.
Carlos Anthony Gillard just awaiting the football, not Carlos Anthony Gillard, Jake Williams, excuse me.
Yeah, get more creative with your plays right now. We saw it a lot last week against Rodriguez.
Handoff to Borjan. Once again, he is upended, but it looks like he has enough for the first down.
And I think the reason why they're going to this rushing attack over and over again is because they're getting gritty, they're getting their hand in the dirt, and they're getting yards.
Yeah.
Is it clean? Is it like clean football yards? No. They're playing. Smash mouth football. Yeah.
Not smash nose football.
Yeah.
As you like to call it sometimes.
Yeah, or the other messed up word, but how to make sure I was getting that correct. And they're playing a little bit of some Justin Bieber, right now, and I'm like, baby.
Well, and I was like, baby, let's see a good play on this one.
Yeah.
Jackson out of the shotgun formation takes a snap, and it's what we've been usually seeing on this drive, a handoff to Bajors, and he finally is stopped after a gain of 1.
I mean, we're just going to keep seeing it. I mean, it looks like it's the same play.
I mean,
over
copy
and
and paste, copy and paste.
And, the Vikings defense has not been terrible against the run today, allowing a few explosive carries. I mean, as we can see, they've been excellent tonight. I mean, allowing 0 points so far. Second and long. I think we will see eventually them break out the deep ball for Vaca High. I think they will bring out the deep ball in a few plays, if not this play. And also another RPO.
It's a beautiful night to throw the football. I'm surprised they're leaning as much on the run, but
we
if
knew
it
that
works,
coming
it
in,
works.
though. We knew that coming in. That's their bread and butter, but it's not as much of you want it to be.
Jackson, 2 receivers either side, takes the snap. Is taking that shot for Bishop, and it is incomplete, overthrown as number 18, Elijah Thompson, tried to go up and make a play.
And I called it. I mean, it just took a deep shot right there and unsuccessful. Now you're throwing it long in a tough position to do it.
Well, known passing down usually, but the Bulldogs, they aren't scared to run on 3rd and long.
They are not scared at all, right? And if they get enough yards, they can run again on the 4th down. But you got to get at least 7 yards, 6 or 7 yards.
Thinking you got 2 downs to play with here, right?
Yeah, I think you do. But like I said, you have to get 6 or 7 yards.
Vikings showing pressure. Will they bring it? No, they don't. They back off. Jackson throwing over the middle, and it is caught by Bishop, making a few men miss, but is tackled directly at midfield, signaling 1st down himself.
Brandon Brown was looking to crush some ribs right there, and he may have crushed his own teammates' ribs right there.
He might have crushed his leg right there. That was a great disguise there. That's what we've talked about this coaching all night, is being able to disguise that look of that four deep coverage. As you can see, those 2 safeties, number 23 and number 3, excuse me.
As it is a handoff to Bajorzen once again, and he has a gain of 10 on the play.
And they're
a 1st down.
And they're disguising this cover 4 and these blitzes, very keenly, and it's working. He just showed the same look in the play before. They were in a zone coverage, but that time they actually sent the pressure, which kind of put them at a disadvantage, because when you blitz a player out of their zone gap scheme, that is what could happen, which was a run right there for a 1st down. So
4.5 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Jackson hands it off to Bajorzen, and he is stuffed this time. Goes nowhere.
And you got to give credit to this Vaca High O-line. I mean, they really lean on this O-line pretty much more than anybody in the league and in the conference. And you also have to give credit to this D-line. I mean, it's really just, like we said, it's just a 1A battle tonight. I mean, it's just the best against the best, and we've seen that. And we come to expect that. I mean, we said that there are athletic lines on both sides, and right here, this drive, Vaca High's gotten the best of them.
Jackson takes the snap, hands it off to Bajorzen once again, and he has some room up the middle, breaking a few tackles, making that a better game than what it would have been. It's a run of 8.
And he's so fast and be able to burst through the gap when it's just barely there with the tight space. And he got plenty of yards right there, and now starting short.
Yeah, and that's why they keep handing it off to him. One of these times, like right now, if they go into the same formation, which it looks like they are going to do, watch number 5. He might get the pass right here.
Yeah, Williams out on the right side, I believe.
23 said no.
And the Vikings are all over it, stopping it this time. It'll be a 4th down coming up for the Bulldogs.
And guess who was there first? Number 51 on the Vikings defense. Somebody give me his name.
Caden Elacia.
Caden Elacia, thank you.
Jaden or Caden, one of those. We just heard the PA announcer just say it.
All right, Elacia, number 51 is Elacia. Shout out to you, man. Oh, they had you listed at number 44.
And you said Caden Elacia?
Yep.
Looks like the name got flipped a little bit, too.
Wow, that's funny.
And that's going to be, what is he, a junior too?
Yeah, he's a junior.
See?
Wow.
We're going to have to talk that one over. Jackson takes a snap, looks over the middle, and is caught.
He caught that.
Wow, what a play.
Goodness.
And
Is that enough for the first?
It looks
Yeah, Golden.
Wow.
Looks like Golden just has enough for the first down.
That was a huge catch because if you don't get that, you allow the Vikings to get the ball on a long drive, and then you've been wasting time basically the whole half. And now you just got to finish, be able to finish these drives. You've gotten down to this red zone countless times and have not been able to capitalize. Oh, penalty.
The play is blown dead immediately.
51
as we have
causing
an
disruption. Oh, it was offsides?
I think it might have been offsides on
on 51, I think.
Caden.
So I'll reframe my statement.
Hey, he's just eager. That's his first misstep today.
Definitely.
Yes, I mean, he has a few blocked kicks.
Yeah, and a sack and a few TFLs.
He's been playing out of his mind here tonight, Caden Elacia. And Jackson takes a snap, and it's what we usually see, and he is blown up. Bajorzen just got upended.
By number 11, Kamani Dokes laying the boom right there. Absolutely put him in his grave. Dug a grave for him and put him right in there.
I mean,
oh, my
Kamani Dokes just
goodness.
laying the hit on Bajorzen.
I mean,
he's going to be feeling that one
that's
when he wakes up.
highlight reel hit that you will see in the film room and just, oh, my goodness, just electrify you. I had to get out of my seat for that hit. Wow.
YMCA playing. We got 3 receivers split out to the right side, strong side of the field. Jackson hands it off to Bajorzen once again. He's been getting the run here on this drive.
Hard runner, and that's what we're seeing. You know, we talked about this when this Vacaville team played against the Gauchos, is that they had this 1-2 punch, this this Knuckles and Sonic kind of combination where they have Roman Connor Owens as that fast back, and then actually reverse that. Roman Connor Owens the power back, and Bajorzen, you know, that speedy guy that can run through
Watch
contact.
the RPO here again.
Got Bishop out on the right side. It was another RPO, and it's Connor Owens up the middle for a touchdown.
And like I just said right there, you know, that's that guy, you know, and they ran a trap play right there where that guard was able to come across that offensive line and was able to crack block that D tackle because he's seen that they're being aggressive. And then he took time right there. He was patient with that handoff, seen the gap open, patient like Le'Veon Bell with the Steelers, and was able to just shoot through that defense to score a touchdown.
And that is the first time we see the pyro and the fire from that Vacaville sideline because they scored. And just like that, I mean, if you can hit this PAT, you have the lead.
Zach Wheat with the extra point attempt, and it is good.
Wow.
The Bulldogs have a lead 7-6 with a minute remaining in the third quarter.
Wow.
Looks like the fourth quarter is going to be very interesting.
And that's what is so important about that drive is that not only did you score points on that, you took most of that quarter and you made that defense work so hard and so tirelessly that you were not able to capitalize on the defense. And that is morally draining, especially when you've been playing great all night and haven't allowed a single point until then. And now the offense needs to start having the defense's back.
The score is now 6-7 here on the Solano College Sports Network. Zach Wheat getting ready to kick this one away.
And it looks like the PA announcer's trying to get this
they
crowd
got the
high.
DJ making that over there.
Oh, that's the DJ?
That's the DJ.
We got Thompson and Bates ready to return for the Vikings.
Oh, man, what a game. Got to give something the Vanden team.
We still have one whole quarter to play after this. Can't you believe that?
Yeah.
Zach Wheat kicks this one away. It's a little nubber to Banks, and he feels it, making some moves, and he's going to be forced out of bounds.
That was a nice little juke right there. Even though he got like extra 5 yards, but he hit him with a step back.
I would advise them not to kick it towards him. I mean, I think they were exactly trying to kick it towards him because he had short field to deal with. But we've seen him break it loose for 13, 15 yards extra. So I wouldn't be surprised to see them continue to do that.
Yeah, we have 53 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. His score is 6-7. Bulldogs lead.
And the people who are watching the game over on the roof are standing up now.
Well, at Vaca High, you stand for the kickoff.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, you do.
Gonzalez in motion. Zambrano takes a snap. He'll hand it off to Banks. He's trying to break loose, but can't go anywhere. He's going to be marked down at the original line of scrimmage.
And we're seeing a difference between the two offenses. Is one is able to establish a run, and the other is not. And so far, I mean, it's gotten this Vaca High team the lead.
Yeah, and Brody Rogers, the man that we were talking about last week, who had a little bit of an injury, but you know, he had his hand, he had that man in his grasp, and he didn't let go. He did not let go, and brought him down with about one hand, maybe about 2 fingers, because you know that thumb is still probably not working. But
I'm just gonna point out we're playing Christmas music early October.
Gotta break the ice.
Yeah, I guess
Gotta
so.
break the ice.
All right, ice hasn't even been on the ground yet. Zambrano takes the snap after putting a man in motion. He'll throw to the left side and is out of the hands of Clader Hunkin.
Yeah, you got to make that catch, but that pass has got to be on his chest.
That is going to do it for the third quarter. Score is 7-6. Bulldogs lead, and we are going to have a good one. Put the fours up, ladies and gentlemen.
We got a 6-7 score, ladies and gentlemen. And all your kids, all the kids who are watching, let me get a 6-7 in the chat.
Oh, gosh. Oh, Lord.
6-7 in the comments. 6-7 in the comments. You know, this is a great game. You know, we expected this. We said this before the game, and we expected a great performance from both these teams, defensively and offensively. And I think we will start seeing it pick up for this Vanden team, but they have to do it now.
Yeah, absolutely. Domingo, what would you like to see?
Wait, why is it 9-7?
That is incorrect.
No, why is it 9-7 on the actual scoreboard here? How did we get 9 points? How is there 9 points on the scoreboard?
We do not have 9 points. I don't know why that says 9-7.
And it looks like there's a miscommunication. It looks like one of the
They meant
coaches,
to press a different number, I guess.
Yep, and
the score
it's supposed to be 6-7. It's supposed to be 6-7, but it's only
6-7,
9-7.
and
oh, Lord. Even
like
Greg Poff knows about 6-7.
Okay, there we go. Now it's back to where it
he just
should be,
found
6-7.
out. He just found out what the big 6-7 means.
Third and long.
As the kids taught him these days. But play is looking to resume here in the fourth quarter, and Brody Rogers putting his arms up trying to get his home crowd hype.
You got to get something here if you're Vanden.
Zambrano takes the snap, throwing it deep for Kamani Dokes, and he has it in stride, brought down inside the 20.
What a play, what a route, what a throw. I mean, to be able to do something of that caliber, you know, we knew that Kamani Dokes was an athlete. We knew number 11 was an athlete. But Zambrano with the throw, with the pressure in his face, with Brody Rogers trying to get the crowd hyped up at his feet, at his ankles, wrapping him up, threw it without a step, without having to step into that throw.
Well, this Bulldogs crowd was getting hyped, but Xavier Zambrano just silenced him, and he rolls out to the right, passes it to Dokes once again, stiff-arming a defender, trying to stay in bounds, but is dragged out inside the 5.
And that back to that play, that looked like it was going to be an overthrow, but it was perfect. And Kamani Dokes looked like he speed boosted as he was running. And what a way to track.
Acceleration burst, R2 on that one.
What a way to just catch up to that ball. And right there, I mean, just feed the man. I said it earlier, just feed the athlete, the best athlete on the field. and the biggest guy on the field as a wide receiver, and you see it right there. I mean, just get him there.
Well, respectively, I would say that all receivers, they are all great athletes. But
Indeed,
I think, like you
receivers
said,
are great athletes.
or excuse me, all of the receivers on this team are amazing athletes, not just great, amazing. I'm pretty sure most of them, their coaches suggest and recommend them to do track.
Yeah, for sure.
Well,
They
you
probably
got
started
Clater Hunkin doing the kickoffs for them, but he's also playing a lot of wide receiver here tonight as well. And we got Chavez in the backfield with Zambrano. Zambrano motioning his man inside. He'll hand it off to Chavez, breaking it to the left side, trying to cut up, and he is stopped for a loss of 2 on the play.
Great pursuit and great contained by that defense right there.
Looks like Jones was a little bit of a motion man, trying to distract whatever was going on with Chavez, but the Bulldogs sniffed that one out.
Lost 2 yards on that. Ball placed at 6 yards.
As we see elbows on the camera angle.
Ball's going to be on the far side of the field as Zambrano's getting the play call and running towards his lineman.
I would throw a fade route to Kamani Dokes. Let him go up and get it.
Either a fade route, which is coming from that fake screen that they ran earlier out of this set with number 11, Kamani Dokes, and number 6, Caleb Jones.
Well, you got Jones and Dokes
you throw
on
that
the
screen
right
again.
side.
Throw that screen again.
Zambrano takes the snap. It's a quarterback keeper with him. He's rushing up the middle. We do have a flag on the play, however.
Wow.
Zambrano with the carry, tackled by number 4, Bjornsson. There's a flag.
And there's that bright pink flag. And someone in the crowd says, of course there's a flag. It's a great quote right there. That's me watching Sunday football usually.
Yeah, man. Hey. It's also October baseball season tomorrow. My Chicago Cubs are playing tomorrow. I'm excited.
Hey, Chicago, what do you say? Are the Cubs going to go all the way?
No. I hope, but no, probably not. I think it's the Phillies' year.
I believe so as well. But back to the game, it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 16-yard line.
Yeah.
And we could hear Greg Pop giving some advice to camera people.
Yeah.
Zambrano in the backfield with Banks, Chavez, but this play is blown dead as we have a delay of game.
More whistles blown. Man, that is not what you want to see if you're a crowd.
These Vikings just keep backing up and backing up. It's going to be 2nd and even longer.
Yeah, I mean, this is the longest 2nd and goal I've ever seen. And this is rough. This is not where you want to be at all. You want to cut this in half at least if you're Vanden right now with this play.
Zambrano speed out to the right. He's throwing that way and it is incomplete.
Good camera work, Dennis.
Intended receiver was Anthony Gillard.
Man, I mean, you just could not get them throwing the money right there on the move. That's tough. He's just too low.
And that's the same play that we seen on this side, on the other side of the field earlier when I was talking about that speed out passing play where he was trying to give it to number 5 and it was an overthrow to that sideline. And, you know, this Vacaville defense, they match the speed. They're matching the tempo. They're matching the shifts. And that's what this has been all about all night, is that they're just matching each other. And that's just like I have been saying multiple times. I'm going to say it one more time, a testament to great coaching.
3rd and goal coming up, 21 yards to get to the end zone. Zambrano takes the snap, is looking left, has no one there. Finally sees his man Chavez out of the backfield, but it's incomplete.
Dokes is not happy at all. He thought he was wide open. And I think he was. And now you settle for a field goal now. And can you finally get one?
Yeah, this would be a long 4th and goal attempt to go for.
Yeah. Wow.
But your kicking game might not be as good here on the high school level, so you might be forced to.
I'd rather go for the kick.
And Zambrano's going to run back out there, give the play call.
I've just been wrong on every single 4th down today.
We have Gillard, Jones, and Hunkin on the right side. Dokes at the top.
And watch this cover 4 shell that they're showing right now.
Zambrano takes the snap, looking to his right, sees nothing. Under pressure, throws it left to Dokes, and it is incomplete through his hands. What defense by the Bulldogs to make a stand right there.
What a play by the corner. That's a bigger receiver you have to guard, and he just brought him down. And that would have been a catch if he did not bring him down like that. And
yeah, and I believe that, he's upset right now, a little bit frustrated because maybe there wasn't a flag called right there. I mean, there was a little bit of a
it was physical
thing. Yeah, it was a physical
I like
catch.
the no call, though. I like the no call.
Yeah,
let him be physical. It's a smaller guy on a bigger guy. Let him be physical.
Yeah, and I think that, there could have been a conversation for a flag, but, the refs didn't.
Let him play.
They didn't go in their pocket to pull out their laundry.
And he should have caught it, too. And he could have caught it. If that would have been an amazing catch if he caught it.
You can explain not going for the field goal as it would have been a near 40-yard attempt and at the high school level.
That's hard.
That's a long field goal. But Jackson and the offense are back out there for the Bulldogs, and we've seen this all night. It's a handoff. Looks to be Connor Owens still turning his legs.
And you got to stop them for less gain than that, because if you keep letting them get 3 yards a gain, I mean, you're just going to lose the game by them running the clock out. And it's about less than 10 minutes to go almost, or exactly 10 minutes to go, and second down and long. And I expect Vaca High to keep running the ball.
As we can see, we got explosive receivers on the outside. Bishop being that main man at the bottom of the screen, but I'm guessing we're going to hand it off to Connor Owens once again. And indeed we are.
Ooh.
Oh, never mind. It's a reverse play. It even got me breaking some tackles, getting down past the 50-yard line.
And that guy right there.
What a reverse.
He's listed as 5'3", and that just showed his speed right there. Look, he just jumped up with the biggest player on the field, and that's Carter Edmonds, number 77.
Man, and that is just amazing trickery. I mean, we saw that last week, and we have seen that time and time again, and you even got accustomed to the run up the middle. I did too. I thought it was a run up the middle. And so did Vanden. The whole Vanden team thought it was a run up the middle. Well, great time to pull that out.
Zaylen Olorondo showing off that speed on that end around.
Great design.
Jackson takes a snap, and he will hand it off to Connor Owens this time, who tries to go right. Looks like he has 2 yards. We'll call it 1 on the gain.
And Connor Owens, watching his play, watching how the way he rushes the ball, it just reminds me of that Steelers Le'Veon Bell, very patient, waiting for his blocks, waiting for holes to develop in the defense, waiting for gaps to close or to even open, on certain run schemes. And, that's what you want in a running back. That's what you want. And it's amazing to see that he's able to carve up this defense.
Connor Owens to Jackson's left. Jackson takes a snap, pressure comes, and it's Connor Owens making a good move just to even get a big gain on the play.
And number 57, Caden Alicia, and he was there immediately. That was a great jump off the ball, and, I mean, that was just Connor Owens just making a play, and that's just an amazing cut.
Amazing to see these Bulldogs driving. 8 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Score is 6-7 here on the Solano College Sports Network. 3rd down and 1 to go.
Gotta get a stop here.
Out of the shotgun formation. Takes the snap, high one. Hands it off up the middle, and does he have enough? Looks to be just short.
Wow, this is a huge play right now. You have to go for it.
It's going to be 4th and inches coming up.
Vanden needs to stop here to stay in the game because there's a lot of time running off the clock. We have 7 minutes to go. And the quarter felt like it just started.
Well, this is the biggest snap of the game coming up so far as we are 7 minutes and 14 seconds into the fourth quarter. As we are going to have a stoppage by the referees. Do we have a measurement coming up? Boom. And it looks like we will have a measurement coming up. I think this is a first we've seen here on the Solano College Sports Network.
Man.
Where the sticks are being measured. And
Yeah,
I
they
wouldn't trust. Look, ooh, look at that guy right there. He messing up the game.
What
No, the referee has a hold on where his placement is.
Oh,
He's
okay,
keeping
okay.
it
I
on.
was about to say.
He's keeping it on a yardage mark.
He's like he's.
This is close. Let's see.
I don't know.
And the measurement is going to come. Do the Bulldogs have enough for the first down?
Oh, no.
Awaiting for the chains to be set.
We got it or?
No virtual measurements here.
I think he.
And we.
That looks short. Looks short. Does not.
Waiting for a signal.
We need to
get the postcard, and it is a first down Bulldogs.
Wow.
Oh, and now he just.
Yeah.
It looks like we have. I do not agree with that call.
Well, why did you not agree with it?
That call. That is not a first down.
Why is it not a first down? It looked like he got it.
No.
The ball touched the line.
I think he got it. That was close, though. It's a big ref.
Yeah, controversial measurement, but it goes in way of the Bulldogs. It'll be 1st and 10 with 7:14 to go.
Yep.
All I got to say, ball does not lie, so let's see.
Handoff to Connor Owens. The ball is on the ground. Who has it?
What did I just say? Ball does not lie.
Who has it? Awaiting the signal.
Ball does
and
not
the
lie.
Vikings
Ball
have
does
it.
not lie.
And
Ball
you
does
will not
lie.
believe it.
Ball
It's
does not
Caden
lie.
Eliasa.
Ball does not lie.
Oh
Like I said,
Improbable.
Called it before it even happened. I said ball does not lie.
Oh, my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, hashtag ball don't lie. Oh, my goodness. Wow. I mean, that is just an incredible play. That looked like, you know what that reminded me of? Jadeveon Clowney in South Carolina game.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Oh, my goodness. That is amazing.
And that's what it reminded me. And so it looks like the coach is coming to see what's going on.
Well, a measurement gone wrong for the Vikings.
Oh, my
and they force a turnover on the very next play. And they have 7 minutes to go drive down this field.
Yeah, and that's just another amazing play by this Vikings defense. And you got to give it to them. I mean, they've been, no matter how their offense has performed tonight, they've been playing their butts off and their tails off tonight. So you really got to give them all the credit tonight if they can pull out a win.
Yeah, and, I mean, let's hope that this
That
ref,
play got me on my feet.
Yeah,
it did.
and so let's see what this white hat is communicating to these coaches right now. But
Are they
like I said,
talking about the
right
recovery?
before, yeah, I think they are. But
Well, Caden Alicia, the man we've been talking about all night, came up with the football.
uh-oh.
Are they saying it's not their ball? I think it
You
should
just
be
reminded me
Vanden
of LeBron right there. Is it our ball?
ball. Ain't our ball?
In the bubble.
That is their ball.
It should be their ball, right?
As the Vacaville
Are they bringing it back?
As there is a penalty being
Oh.
enforced, it looks like.
Oh, they're going
Do we
back.
have unsportsmanlike conduct?
So it looks like
it
to
was
me.
20
Celebration.
No, so what the ref was communicating to the coach on the sideline was that there was a face mask after the play, which put them back 15 yards. But since it happened after the play, I believe that's what allowed them to still be able to get the ball back. If it would have happened before, I don't believe that fumble would go towards their way. But
Man, that looked like longer than
it's
15
first and
yards.
10 from the 22-yard line. Score is 7-6 in favor of the Bulldogs. And Brano in the offense back out there. He takes the snap, hands it off to Chavez. He's blown up, but tries to make something out of nothing, and he will look to have a yard.
Man, that could have been disastrous. I mean, it could have been a loss for 2 yards, but it wasn't. I mean, you got to get back to the line of gain, and now you got second down and long. You got to get a little creative here. Get the ball to your playmakers in space.
And you can see Chavez there going to the sideline.
Get him in space. Dokes is not on the field.
Zambrano takes a snap out of shotgun formation, throws it to the right side. It's caught by Hunkin.
There he is.
Clock will be running.
Needed that catch.
And Dokes going back onto the field.
This is the biggest third down of the game now.
3rd and 7 to go. 6 minutes remain here on the Solano College Sports Network.
And do you go for it if you don't get it? I think you got to
You're deep
punt.
in your own territory. It's a little risky. And your defense.
And your defense has been great. So, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I believe that punting probably would be the better situation.
But, I mean,
Banks
it won't matter if you get it.
Banks is in the backfield with Zambrano. 3 receivers to his left.
Watch Dokes to the right. To the right.
Snap is away. Throw to Dokes and it is overthrown. I mean, Dokes was open for an easy first down, and Zambrano just overthrew it.
Oh, man, you got to have that right there. That's a huge play right there that you got to have, and he's wide open. Make the throw.
Looks like we're in between on decisions right now, and we're going to punt it.
Man, yeah, that's
You got to have good protection here if you're the Vikings.
You've got to be able to make that throw, man. I mean, that is just a huge negative play.
To waste the turnover.
Yeah,
that one's got to hurt.
Huge.
It will be Hunkin to punt this one away, and Bishop is back to receive.
And what you don't want here is a block punt. You do not want a block punt here.
Yeah, and you need a deep punt at that. You do not want them to have great field position, but they probably will.
And this one gets away clean. Bishop calls for the fair catch, and it's fielded at the 45-yard line, where the Bulldogs will take over on offense.
Yeah, I mean, now this is a huge possession. Once again, it's coming down to it, and right now you just have to have another stop from your defense.
Well, we've had one score in either half of this game. We had the pick six at the beginning of the game and the touchdown by the Bulldogs late in the third quarter to bring us where we are right here.
Yeah, and that was the Vikings' only score.
Which was the first play of the game, essentially.
And they've been producing. They've been producing on offense. It's just they haven't been able to completely finish. And that's what's, kind of hurting them right now. But we've seen this defense this entire game. We've seen that they've been playing hard. We knew that they were playing hard, this complexity. And, right now we're about to see a run play by run.
Jackson hands it off to Bajorzen, and he is stopped at the line of scrimmage. It's 9:50 local time, so this one's going to run past its scheduled time, as we did start a little later today.
Because that junior varsity game was definitely one to talk about, definitely one to watch. But, enough giving a little bit of a light.
It was the preview for the varsity game right now.
And definitely the energy.
Yeah, you can feel the energy picking up as we are past the halfway point. A minute past it now as we have 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Hasn't been as much yelling as it was in the junior varsity game, but...
Well, these fans, a lot of them on their phones.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of disappointing. It's a great game.
Jackson takes a snap, fakes the handoff, and throws it out to the right side, and it is a nice pickup. Gain of 15 on the play.
And that's a great play right there. Brady White, being able to slip out of that backfield at that tight end, or I wouldn't say backfield, but off of the line of scrimmage right there. Being able to slip, even though the defense was shifting over to that side, to the other side that the quarterback was play actioning from, being able to dump it off into that flat where the defense, had a miscommunication where no one was in that zone.
And that's just amazing play calling right there. I mean, no one expected that, and you finally brought out the play action, and it's just amazing call right there.
Clock is stopped after being pushed out of bounds. So it was White. Jackson takes a snap, hands it off to Bajorzen, and the Vikings are all over it. It's do or die right now for them.
Man, yes it is, Robert. They're playing like it, too. You just got to stay composed.
And you won't believe who was in on the tackle once again, Caden Ilasala.
Man.
Yeah.
He's been everywhere.
We've seen these 2D tackles eat up blocks, eat up double teams.
Yeah, number 87, Jane Dickens, too, as well.
Yeah, and that end, he's that end on that side. I mean, this entire D-line, they know their assignments. They know what gaps to fill. And they're making their job easier for these linebackers. I don't even think that I've really seen linebackers have to fill that much because it's not getting past the front four.
Yeah.
Jackson out of the shotgun formation. 2 receivers to his left. Williams on the reverse. And he is stopped after a gain of 5.
And 51, another great jump off the edge.
Being able to stay
Got
disciplined, being able to stay disciplined and read that, I think that tell that, you know, really had him freeze up right there, because I realized it too. They were in the same formation where they have the tight end playing off of the line, but this time instead of running the ball with him where he's going off into that split zone where that tight end is coming across the backside of the offensive line and cracking the D end. Instead, they had the guard on the left side pull, which, you know, that had a tell for number 51 on the Viking side, being able to realize, okay, wait, this is something different. And that's what it was. It was something different, and end around, and
well, timeout was called with 3:37 left in the fourth quarter. There'll be 2 timeouts left for either side.
Third down.
Yeah, this is a critical third down coming up for the Vikings. Can they get the stop they need?
I expect a lot of guys in the box again.
And it's going to be the workhorse in the backfield like we've seen for a lot of the drives, Bajorison.
It's a huge third down once again.
Vikings showing pressure. And they jump. That is just a mistake you cannot have if you're the Vikings. It's going to be a first down, Bulldogs.
And, I mean, that's just something that as a Bulldogs, they noticed that they were trying to jump early and get off quick off the line, and right there they took advantage of it. Got him antsy.
And that's where you just stay keyed in, disciplined, and you hold your water.
Still plenty of time to make a stop, though, if you're the Vikings.
2 timeouts left for each team.
Jackson takes a snap, hands it off to Bajorison, getting a load of the carries. I think.
Bajorison with the carry. Second by 12, Burdick.
Bajorison just been putting the team on his back all game, though.
Him and Roman Connor Owens, they've been splitting the carries kind of. It's more of like a one drive, I'll get it, the next drive you get it type of deal, but they both have been producing. Roman Connor Owens, you know, he's been getting the touchdowns. He's been getting the burst runs. But at Bajorison, you know, he's been the workhorse. He's been the ones getting those gritty yards, you know, getting those 1 to 2, you know, maybe 4 to 5 yard gains. And let's not forget to talk about number 0, Brody Rogers on the Vacaville Bulldogs side. He's been a menace to society on the defensive side of the ball. And, you know, just as he's been a menace to society on the defensive side, it's also been number 51 on the Viking side. And let's not forget the thick 6 that we seen earlier in the game.
Thick 6 is the reason this is a game right now.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's a handoff. Never mind, excuse me. Jackson keeps it, and he's going to roll out to the right side, picking up a first down. Maybe he slides down inbounds, and it will be a first down.
I don't know. Are they calling him out of bounds? Oh, it was a first down, so they're going to stop the clock until they get the ball set. But that was a smart play right there to get down inbounds.
Yeah, you rarely see quarterbacks slide here at the high school level, and he's asking for a running clock.
Yeah, that's he's right. And, man, if that extra
clock is stopped.
If that extra point, if that did not get blocked early in the game,
yeah, we got to look back on that.
You're going to be thinking about it late tonight, because if you lose the game by 1 point, I mean,
and if you're the Bulldogs and you score here, do you go for 2 and put it out of reach?
Good
That's
question.
also a question to ask yourself.
I think you do, because worst case scenario will be what, 7?
7-point game.
Yeah, and these cheerleaders right now just screamed out 6, 7.
Hey,
we got a heavy formation. Jackson hands it off to Connor Owens. And it will be a gain of 4.
With the carry to the right side, taken down by Lacey.
Wow, they're just pounding the rock now.
Down in 5 for your Bulldogs.
And if you're Vanden, you got to start thinking about calling timeouts. There's some
Absolutely.
Fetty Wap is playing.
Man, 2015 legend. Got to get a stop here. You cannot lose like this if you're Vanden. You cannot lose.
Just can't let
without the
that
effort.
slow cut and make you bleed out.
Yeah.
You got to patch it up right here, right now. Jackson under center hands it off to Connor Owens once again. For a second, I thought the ball was on the
Yeah, I
ground.
thought so too.
2 minutes approaching quickly here now. Can the Bulldogs pull it out, or will we see a stop by the Vanden Vikings?
Do not jump off sides like last time. Cannot do it.
Indeed, this is the most critical third down in the game tonight.
Absolutely, and every third down in this drive has been the most. And now we see Vanden, you have to be preaching to yourselves, do not jump, watch the ball, watch the ball.
Stay disciplined and holding your
Yep.
water. And right now, the Bulldogs are trying to scheme up. What is their go-to play call right now? It looks like there's going to be a flag on the field for delay of game.
And that's going to back it up.
Wow.
That's actually really interesting now as it goes from a 3rd and 3 to a 3rd and 8.
How can you let that happen if you're the quarterback or the coach? I mean, it looked like they were just in huddle the whole time. I
And
mean,
why
you
not
gotta
burn
call
a timeout right there?
You got to call a timeout there. You got 2 timeouts. Wow, that's bad management right there by the
This
coach.
one's going to back up the Bulldogs.
That's a
5
huge
yards.
penalty.
We
Huge
are talking
penalty.
this one over, though.
Huge penalty. Are they talking about resetting the clock?
As he's motioning his arm up in the air. Looking like a quarterback in the huddle.
Oh, nope, they're going to keep it. Wow.
Interesting.
Man, that backs them up. 3rd and 8 now. 3rd and long. Now, do you run the ball still? Right? You do.
I believe you have to.
Keep it running. You do not want to risk a pass.
Force this team to use their
Well,
last
it
timeout.
says there is a timeout. Only one singular timeout remaining for the Vikings.
Yeah, you got to force them to call a timeout. What? I don't know if I would call a timeout. I would, actually. I'm kidding.
You have to, I
Got
believe.
to. Yeah,
Oh
'cause
yeah,
that'd be 40
you
seconds.
definitely got to call the
'Cause-
timeout.
3rd and 8. Or excuse me, 3rd and 7, a minute 30 to go here on the Solano College Sports Network. Jackson takes a snap, and it's a reverse play. Do we have enough for the first down? Going for the corner of the end zone. It is Williams on the reverse signaling first down.
In the part
And that
about that.
is just about going to wrap this one up here.
Wow. Wow.
And about that is that it's crazy because number 6, Caleb Jones, that corner on that
Yes,
side, he
he
called it
saw
out.
it.
He seen it. They knew.
They just blocked
They all
it.
called it out. And he just tried to hold that contained edge, forcing him inside. Hopefully that one of those linebackers, number 12, number 2, number 11, Kamani Dokes, could come inside and just be able to fill that hole. But that man right there was too fast.
Wow, that
Well,
was
with
just
first
incredible
place
execution.
of the Monticello Empire League on the line, looks like the Bulldogs are going to squeak out a win here at Tom Zanino
Wow.
Stadium. As we will see the victory formation be lined up.
What a way to end it.
I mean, impressive if you're the Bulldogs to
Yes. And that's what I
bleed
said.
out all this clock.
I said that early in this half that if Vanden, look, you've been in control of the whole game the whole time. And, man, you just could not allow it to just slip away at the last second, and that's what happened. And, you know, just shout out to the Vaca High team for being the better coach team today. And they executed their game plans perfectly, and it wasn't pretty, but a win is a win.
And for back-to-back weeks, Roman Connor Owens is going to get a post-game interview. As
This
Jackson
one.
kneels this one down.
This was a tough game.
Tough game if you're the Vanden Vikings, as both teams are getting ready to line it up on their sidelines respectively.
Respectable game, definitely. Respectable game. You know, both teams played hard. Both teams, you know, we came into this game knowing that this defense was, both of these defenses were going to be very good.
And that's going to do it. The Bulldogs emerge victorious. It's a 1-point win for them. 7-6 is the final score. And what a way to lose if you're the Vikings.
Yeah.
Early touchdown, block, extra point. Who knew that would be the difference of the game?
Yeah, and with this, I mean, Vanden, you had chances. You had multiple chances to score and extend your lead. all night, all game, and you were just unable to capitalize. And that's just the story of the game is your quarterback wasn't able to make the timely throws sometimes, and your wide receivers also couldn't catch the ball sometimes. And the run game also wasn't as consistent as you would want it to be. There's going to be a lot of things that we want to clean up if you're on the Vanden sideline. And defensively, I mean, it's kind of just you played great the whole game, and then in the late third and fourth quarter, just could not get the stops you needed. And wow.
Yeah, and both teams played very hard, very good. And, no team really played bad here. It was just more of, sometimes there was a team that had better offense and one team had better defense. And this game showcased it. It was on both sides of the ball that was happening. But unfortunately, Old Mo ended up being on the Vacaville Bulldogs side at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, once again, the score is 7 Bulldogs, 6 Vikings. And that's going to do it for us here in the booth on the Solano College Sports Network. I'm Robert Murray, Mason Flores, and Domingo Danes on color commentary. We're going to send it down to the field with Josh Mojica and our player of the game, Roman Connor Owens.
Thanks, Robert. Right now I'm joined with our best player of the game, back-to-back, number 11, Roman Connor Owens. Roman, once again, congratulations on the victory tonight. 4th straight win. Just what was the mindset coming into this game?
It's another game, they had time to prepare for us, and that's how we had to come in with. We had to come in strong, our dogs knew how to play this game today, and we knew that it was going to be a hard game throughout. You can see by the scoreboard, but we came in just hard-headed, and we know what to do.
First half, you guys started slow, but in the third quarter, you had that big-time rushing touchdown to take the lead 76. Just take me through it. What was going through your head after taking that touchdown?
It's just opportunity to give us the win. And, and no matter what the score is, it could be 7-0, 3-0. I just knew once I got in that end zone that we had the opportunity to win this game.
And let's take a look back from last week's interview. You said that you will enjoy this game pretty much. Just what were you looking forward, and how did you enjoy it?
I enjoyed it because it was competition. No matter the end of the day, Vanden did their stuff, and it was just competition game. I love these type of games. I don't care about what the score is. It's a shootout, Best team wins these type of games, and tonight it was us. Great.
And finally, Roman, what did you learn from tonight's victory that will take you to the season and into the Monticello Empire League?
You can't quit. No matter what happens throughout the start of the game, we had a rough start, but you can't quit. You can't get your demeanor down. We have to be one whole team and can finish the game.
Great. Thank you so much for your time, bro. And once again, congratulations on the victory tonight. Thank you. Yep. And that is it for tonight's action as the Vacaville Bulldogs take the victory against the Vanden Vikings 70-6 in a hard-fought battle. And once again, my name is Josh Mojica. On behalf of my fellow broadcasters and our producers, we would like to thank you for tuning in with us tonight. And we will see you guys again here at Solano College Sports Network.
If you are interested in a career in sports broadcasting, whether you're commentating a live game,
or hosting your own TV show,
or working behind the scenes, then this is the class for you.
For more information, contact Greg Poff, that's me, at solano.edu.
we hope to see you here next semester, and remember,
it's more than just sports, it's an education.